Hey, what's up, everyone? It's episode 21 of the Blurred Podcast. And as always, we have Green Tuner,
Hello.
Creamcast, Creamcast,
Hello.
and Darkside.
How you bitches doing?
Hopefully, good. Don't get monetized for that. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. I didn't know you guys were gonna dress up. I just came from work. Damn.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
didn't get to change or anything. Anyways,
That's just your natural appearance at all times.
yeah, you know, I was working a late
You know,
shift.
when he said he was in management, this is what he meant when he said he was in a management job.
That is very
Wow.
true. He
True,
did say he was a
true.
manager.
Absolutely true. Yeah, I guess we could go around the room here. Looks like we've got some fun costumes for our special Halloween episode.
Yeah, so
Ed
let's start
Underground.
with the host,
are you?
Ed Underground.
Yeah.
What am I?
Yeah, what are you dressed up as?
I
Yeah,
am
we don't
dressed
know.
up as Miles Morales. And for those wondering on the audio end, you can also see us live on twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast to actually see our costumes.
Or our YouTube channel, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Check out one of the two. Yeah, it's a good point for our audio listeners. What about you, Green Tuner?
Me, I am Blue Demon from Mexico,
Wow,
a legendary wrestler.
is that an original creation, or is it based on an actual wrestler?
Oh yeah, it's based on an actual wrestler.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
We're
where's the-
not all versed in the luchador,
I know you-
world.
I was gonna say, like, where's the costume?
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
there
the
you go.
costume.
Oh,
I
that's
just don't
the
have the
oh,
body.
okay. Because I feel like
Yeah, I don't have the physique
Mm.
to go full costume.
okay. I just thought that's how you normally dressed at home. Like you come
Oh
home.
yeah. This is my gimp
Puts on
mask.
his luchador mask.
Yeah,
and
it's
just
like,
chills.
honey,
honey,
my luchador
honey,
mask.
get the luchador mask. I can't feel complete without it.
We just dressed a hobo as a referee for whenever we go for the 3-down count.
Nice.
Dreamcast, what are you?
I am the same kind of mask like in the Purge. So I'm one
Oh,
anarchist.
Purge.
You know, I believe in the Purge, and you know,
Wow.
if you don't see the Ed Underground after today, you know why. I had 24 hours to take care of him.
Mm.
You should have got
Or
that
whenever.
extended cartridge.
Or whatever. Yeah,
warranty.
yeah. You know,
Yeah,
It's
I think we're good.
It's really no
A lot,
time
of,
limit.
lot of blind eyes, to that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
All right, and I of course am an independent businessman, entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Contractor.
Yeah,
Small
yeah,
business
private,
owner.
small business owner, private contractor. I've this is how we dress, and I brought one of my wares at Underground. If you could give us a twirl, show the
Well,
viewers
there-
what they could purchase.
This your
Mask included.
Yeah.
No one's
Yeah.
behind me, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
see.
Oh, they will
people
be.
on the
Unless they're
stream-
They
John
will be.
Cena. Unless they're John Cena, because I can't.
people
They
see
will
this.
be, my friend.
on the stream can't see, but Ed Underground's actually
Yeah,
wearing
that's right.
high
So,
heels and
yeah.
fishnet
No.
stockings.
Yeah, just send your offers through the chat in roses,
What?
and we will arrange a meetup.
How do you
and
know
we'll-
about this stuff?
Don't worry about
And-
it.
Don't worry,
You j-
Ed will do anything.
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 And I mean anything.
If
All right.
if-
He speaks Greek.
No,
He
I
he
speak
does the
English.
girlfriend experience.
Yep.
You
yep,
name
yep,
it.
yep.
He's down for it.
Mask
Alright.
on or off.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. It's your choice.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. He's a great.
You
know
like
what?
your salads? Ed will toss one hell of a salad.
Wow.
Mhm.
Nice.
I don't like salad actually.
Wow. I didn't know Darkseid was such a great businessman. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you. Like, you do,
Thank you.
you know, you're entrepreneur, you like head of HR. I mean, you do it all. Yeah. Like,
I do it all.
You
Doing
really
a lot
like the
of
head
walking
of HR.
around those corners pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He,
Gotta
he cares
Keep
about
a strong
infrastructure.
hand on his business.
That's true.
Yeah,
I do.
he
I
loves
keep
marketing.
a strong hand.
Yep.
Ed knows that.
He likes
I had
marketing.
no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That mask is covering up some bruises. Ed's
Yeah.
got a couple of shiners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
And you
that's his
walked
fault.
into a door, right, Ed?
Oh, we're talking about me. I thought we were talking about Creamcast because he's
No,
wearing
no,
No,
no.
no,
his
no.
mask is
Talking
really
about
lit.
you. Yeah, it is lit.
It
His
is
mask
lit.
is really lit.
I'll light you up in a second.
You about to get lit up real quick. You talking?
Oh my goodness.
Look what you made me do.
I'm the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I'm the one who saves the day.
Well, you're
Just after
friendly.
you beat him.
Yeah,
after
you're
you
friendly
beat
around the
Ed, you're
neighborhood,
like,
all right.
I do it because I love you, okay?
Yeah. It's a
I wouldn't
love-hate
have to do
relationship.
this if you didn't push me that
That's
way, okay?
true. That's true.
No,
Damn, I wish I had
absolutely.
like a popping knife, like one of those.
Well,
Yeah.
you have a
Nice.
cane, right?
No, I didn't get the damn cane.
Oh
Damn
my
it.
goodness! What
Nah,
type of
you know what?
businessman are you?
Yeah, what kind of businessman doesn't have a cane?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know it's. I just have to use my hands. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. You know what?
You know,
Getting
like
your
getting
hands
down
dirty,
in there.
that's
Yeah,
not the pimp way.
Damn.
That is not the pimp
Yeah.
way.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
You gotta always watch out after your manicure.
That's what I say.
That's true.
Those manicures have to stay fresh, man.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Got
what
that
if you chip a nail
incredibly
one day when you're
long pinky
backhanding
nail.
in?
Yeah,
That's true.
And the pinky nail is just to like just scratch your back or something, or
Sure,
scratch
that's
some
what it's
bricks, or whatever lines of stuff. It's whatever.
Yeah,
You know?
scoop things up.
Scoop
You, know,
things.
you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
Could be used as a scoop.
Scoopity poop.
Scoop
There
the
you
food.
go.
Exactly.
Mhm.
All right,
Anyways.
so obviously this is our Halloween kind of like special, a blurtacular Halloween. This is actually, you know, the funny thing is, this is our first Halloween. So
This is
It
our
is.
first
yeah,
Halloween.
I think this is a pretty monumental moment for us. You know, I've actually, the funny thing is, I have not worn a costume for Halloween. I could say probably decades. So
That's same
Same
here.
here. Same here.
So me
That's
getting
why I kind of jumped at the opportunity to do this.
right, like me wearing a mask is a big deal to me. Like, and then granted, like other people are like, oh, just a mask for Halloween, ooh. But for me, that's a big deal because I'm a adult that stopped doing Halloween many years ago. But yeah, this is kind of cool. I actually like it. So thank you for suggesting this.
Yeah, it
that's
could be
pretty
a
good.
start of a bold, blurred annual tradition. I'd love it. Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. And yeah, as you grow older, you kind of loses a little bit of that magic once you're too old to be trick or treating. Speaking of which, how old were you guys when you stopped trick or treating?
Huh.
Hmm.
Maybe
Too old or
11?
Yeah,
11?
Too old,
I stopped
definitely.
earlier than that.
I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna say too old, just like grade tuner.
Yeah, I think I was
probably-
probably
High school?
high
Oh
school.
no, I definitely
Yeah.
didn't do high school. It
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
cool. if you
Well,
did it
I
in high
have
school.
siblings, so I remember I used to go with my little brother.
Yeah, so
Well,
Yeah.
that's different.
with
though.
my little brothers, and so I
There
would
you
dress
go.
up as well. I'm like, fuck it, why not?
yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Halloween trick or treating for myself, probably around like 8 or 9. But I probably stopped. But as an adult, as older, as a teenager, I had to take my little sister out trick or treating. So, yeah, it probably was like too old at that point. I don't think I even dressed up. I think I just walked around with her and let her run to the house, get some candy, and run back. But
No, I'm talking about straight up trick or treating up and with the bag of candy and everything.
I'd probably say
Yeah.
Oh
freshman.
yeah, I was
I think
shameless. I would trick
freshman.
or treat too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
freshman
say-
when I was 11.
Freshman high school sounds about like you're
Yeah.
you're realizing you're too old, but you're coming out of middle school where that's probably the time everyone kind of stops, or maybe kids today are too cool. At middle school, they don't even do it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I think middle schoolers
Yes.
still today do it. But
I remember when I was a
saw when I was
kid.
11.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I saw high schoolers doing it, but they would be real lazy about it. They would just have their regular clothes and would just run around with a mask, just buy a scary mask. They wouldn't go all out like, the younger kids do, or,
I actually see some adults going all out.
adults. I think there's a like a line
Yeah.
where you're a kid and you can go all
Teenagers, they
out,
don't
then you
care.
skip. You skip a certain period of your life, then when you're an adult, you go all out again.
Well,
Well,
let me
'cause
correct what I
I
said.
guess they go to parties or something.
Parties,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what I
parties,
meant. Like
yeah.
I've seen adults like go full out, but not to go trick or treating, but to go like to parties and stuff like that.
Mm.
So,
Yeah. I've gone to like Halloween parties in the past, but it's just like usually I'm very minimal of what I do. Like some people I know, they will go all out. Like they're spending, a lot of time building their costumes, or they're spending a lot of money. For me, hey, let me get like a $20 outfit and call it a day. Like, I was gonna do Dr. Manhattan, initially.
Yeah, that was the
That
promise.
was the plan.
Yeah,
That
I
the
was
plan.
just going to.
Comic book authentic Dr. Manhattan, I
Yeah,
believe, was
absolutely,
the promise.
absolutely. I
Mhm.
was gonna, just paint my penis blue and
That's the
show it on the
promise.
camera,
So,
and I was gonna just leave the rest of my body black,
That's what I was
because
gonna
of the
say. That was the only part that was gonna be blue.
yeah, just the penis being blue. But
yeah.
And then you just do that little insignia that Dr. Manhattan has on his
Yeah.
hand.
oh
Just
yeah,
put it on the tip of your dick.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Well, actually, I was gonna do that on the camera. Actually, I was gonna make the symbol with the tip of my penis on the camera, and just to Christian everybody with that. But
There you go.
I thought to myself like, I like being employed, and I like being able to stream. Well, on this site at least, I think there's a place for that, but we don't stream there just yet.
I mean, it could have been your
certainly is.
OnlyFans.
It could have been your official, unofficial intro to OnlyFans or whatever.
Well,
Sure.
I could have done that, but you know what? I decided to keep it, PG, kept with the basic mask and so forth. But maybe next year, you never know. Maybe get a little schlong, get a little dong action. We'll see. Maybe we can all be in a room and
Or next week. Who knows? I mean, you do
Right?
anything.
Why do we have to wait for?
Why wait for Halloween?
Halloween? Yeah, just
Thanksgiving is probably a good time to do it.
Yeah, just
There you go.
Everybody together.
blue penis, a turkey. Hey,
Turkey.
I see some stuffing. I see some stuffing happening. But yeah. So outside of this, what cool stuff have you guys seen recently that is Halloween themed?
Well,
Halloween
what
themed.
3/4 of us watched, which was The Long
From-
Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh.
Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2, which we would like to talk about. We all watched it, right?
Yeah,
Three
of course.
quarters.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we all agreed to it.
right.
But
all
didn't we
watched it.
didn't we talk about it last week that we, as the Blurred Podcast, was going to watch both episodes of The Long Halloween a week in
Yes.
advance? And then, I mean, it's only a 2-parter, right? Each one about
That's it.
hour and a half long.
Hour and a half each one. Yeah.
Wow, that's not a long time. It's not a huge time commitment.
Basic commitment. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I think all of us would have enough time to watch all of that, right?
Yeah, we all did, I guess.
Right, Ed?
At Underground?
Oh, yeah.
Hello?
Oddly quiet.
Yeah, that's weird.
Look forward
I'm
to your
wearing a
insight.
mask. It's hard to speak through this thing,
Well,
Sure.
I'm sure the mask is going to cut off your air circulation for the next hour that we talk about this thing. So, man, well, just get comfortable, Ed. But
Yeah.
The Long Halloween, for the people on this panel who did watch it, what you guys think?
Yeah. Well, before we get into that,
Oh.
how many of you have read the Long Halloween graphic novel, which I have right here?
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I reread it on my iPad.
I have not.
Oh, nice.
Hey, how can somebody like myself be able to read like comic books like that without actually having to go to a comic book store and find it?
No, you get a job, my friend.
Oh, snap.
You exchange money for goods.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
With
service is called. I'm sure
such
there's a
great
DC universe.
DC Universe. Okay.
DC
Cool.
Universe is an app where you can read it.
Well,
If
I mean,
not-
okay, so there's comic. You know what? Actually, I do know if you have Kindle, if you are an Amazon Prime member, I believe you have access to a certain form of Kindle where it gives you free books you can borrow. Long Halloween's on there.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, if you're a Prime member, I believe that I saw it on there when I was scrolling through. I use Kindle a lot, and it does give you free comic books to borrow. Kindle Unlimited, I believe is what it's called.
Kindle
Okay.
Unlimited.
Yeah, it's just like Hoopla.
Nice.
Or if you have a library card, just sign up for Hoopla Digital, and you can also borrow books or comic books that way.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
but it's a great graphic novel. Long, it's bulky, and it is a great one to read even if you watch these movies because the story is a little bit different in the graphic novel, including
is.
the certain twists and certain characters. But I think the bulk of the main storyline is inside the animated adaptation. So what'd you think about the animated adaptation there, Green Tuner?
I liked it. It was different, but I did like it. And may I also point out that I think this is the third podcast in a row that we focus on Batman. So we have
That is true.
fascination.
Are you? Are you saying
What
that's
are
a
you-
problem?
What are you saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused. Kind of weird to just bring that up, but whatever.
Can I just real talk? Real talk. We kept
Yes,
our
real
costumes
talk.
a secret from each other, and I was
Yeah.
100% sure we were all either going to come as Batman or one of us would
So
for
did
sure
I.
come as
I'm
Batman.
not
So
gonna
did
lie.
I.
I was
I did too.
very
Batman's all
tempted
over
to.
the thing, yeah.
I know you were.
I was super tempted to, and I was just like, you know what? I don't feel like because I don't know. I feel like this mask is a little bit more breathable. I
Yeah.
guess maybe than a Batman mask. 'cause,
Then
like,
a Batman mask where there's
no,
nothing.
no. I'm talking
Yes.
breathable like all around, like.
Oh no, yeah, you would
Put-
be sweating your
yeah,
balls
that's
off
what I'm
if you
saying.
actually got like a rubber one.
I was
Yeah.
at Party City holding the pimp costume and the Batman mask, and it was just like this.
Well,
Wow.
one's for your job, so I mean, that's great for you. You can get your uniform at Party City.
It's
versus-
versatile. It's versatile. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking ahead.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
going to wear the Batman costume again. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
but
this.
You're just
Yeah.
gonna have have your associates.
Yeah.
Wash it for you, clean it for you, rub your toes.
That's true.
And give you a back massage, and then you have fresh new clothes.
When
Yeah, of
when Green Tuner does these things, do you pay him?
Who? What are you talking about?
Your associate.
My associate?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I do pay him, but he's a partner in my operations, whereas you are lesser on
Not
the
even in
scale.
in it.
We refer to
Yeah,
you
you're
as,
right, you're not-
stock.
Yeah.
I mean,
Product.
Yeah, we don't
Your
even call you
product.
by a name, man.
We
Like,
usually
hey,
call
where's the
you
stock
a
number one.
Yeah, usually
Yes.
you call it a working girl. So I mean,
This must be a different person because it's absolutely not
that's
to
why you
me,
have your face.
so-
See, that's part of the reason why you have your face hidden. I mean, we can't have certain law enforcement know who you are.
Well, I can't
yeah,
show
yeah.
I can't show my identity to the world. I mean, they
True.
already know who Peter Parker is Spider-Man,
True,
so they
true.
can't see who I am as Spider-Man.
Yes.
Right.
We
That's
already
what we
discussed
told you. That's
your
what that we did
actual
tell you
name,
that is the reality of the situation.
Yes.
You are a superhero.
Yeah.
Who the heck I am?
Fighting
You
crime.
can't reveal your identity.
Fighting crime one motel at a time.
One motel at a time.
Yeah.
No
One
paper
John at a
trail,
time.
please. yeah.
It's like I gotta fight crime on the street corner. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. You gotta go where the crime is.
Yeah, you
It's
go-
the dirtiest alley. Right?
You go fight that man in that car right
Yeah.
there, and you take that money that he stole and give it back to
Nah,
him.
not this Spider-Man. Not this
As
Spider-Man.
He tries to open the door. I close it right away. He's just like, nah, you're not done yet. You're not done yet. You paid for the full hour.
Yeah, continue to fight crime.
Continue to fight
Exactly.
crime.
With great cheeks.
Really,
and great
really work him
responsibility.
over.
Wow,
Not
great
this
cheats.
Spider-Man, son.
Great cheats come great responsibility. I love
There you
it.
go. There
Absolutely
you go.
love it.
Not this Spider-Man,
Uh,
son.
No, I liked it. The only thing that
What
I
were we
wish they
talking
would have
about?
done.
The
the
adaptation.
Batman.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got
Long
one.
Halloween. The only thing I wish they would have done is
Oh,
use
yeah.
the design from the comics for Catwoman.
Oh, okay.
I love
well,
that design. The comic book design,
Mhm.
I fucking
Well,
love it.
number
it's one
one-
of the best designs.
Number one, probably when they started adapting graphic novels for Batman, when they've been on a tear recently doing it. Long Halloween's been on my wish list for a long time, but it's I dreaded it because I'm a big fan of the artwork. It's Tim Sale's artwork is so unique and special that
Yes.
if they could bring that artwork to life, it would have been just completely amazing.
Yeah.
They did something different here. It's better than their typical animation style. Reminded me a lot of Batman the Animated Series. They're leaning back into the
Yes.
animated series style.
Yes.
Yeah, you got that vibe?
Especially with the vehicles. The
Yeah,
vehicles.
Yeah.
vehicles,
So when you saw them
buildings.
driving,
Yeah. Mhm.
You're like, oh man, this is just like the old cartoon.
It was very. I would say it's a mature version of the cartoon, of the old cartoons, and I actually really liked it. I was, to be honest, I wasn't a fan of the voice acting per se. A little bit, Batman's voice was a little bit. How can I say this? It didn't
was a little
sound mature.
young.
It didn't sound mature. I was gonna say,
yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I mean, but the Long Halloween is considered to be an early years Batman. It's not necessarily year one, but it's early career story.
Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of works.
oh yeah,
but-
because you see Two Face.
Yeah.
Harvey
Harvey
Dent,
Dent,
and
okay.
this is another variation of his origin story, which one of my favorite versions of his origin story.
It made more sense on how everything came to be. How someone
Mhm.
had an acid bottle on the jury. It made more sense the way they explained it there.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
That this mobster just happened to sneak in a bottle or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
yeah, it made a lot more sense. I did like it a lot. And the fact that it kept you wondering, even from the beginning, from part one, like who's Dent?
Holiday? Who Holiday is?
Holiday?
Yeah, who
Yeah.
Holiday is, and like you really would be like, oh well, Dent. Dent has this big grudge. He talks about
Yes.
certain times like, I take care of Falcone, and once that's over, it's over, and blah blah blah.
Well, and they also showed his dark side throughout the series, which they also showed in the comic books.
Right.
That he has a dual personality. He's just repressing it.
Yeah, in the comic, they really lean into this Two-Face in his mind more, and then in the animated series, he's ever present. This dark version of himself that's kind of second guessing everything he does is there from the beginning, and that's what I do like about that. The original book, you have more time with Two-Face before the accident. So when it kind of happens in the movie, I mean, it's a 3-hour thing if you put it together, but in the graphic novel, which is huge, by the way, it's a big chunky graphic novel. I think it's 13 issues.
13 issues.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was designed that way. And when it came out, I remember when this was coming out in the comic book stores, 13 issues was designed to go from Halloween to Halloween. So it came out every month. A lot of delays for those of listeners who are aware and remember this. A lot of
No,
delays,
with the
but it
delays.
took amount of time.
As big as Kevin Smith delays.
I think it predated, but yeah, I mean, they're no.
Is the
Actually,
Winding Gyre even finished, or was it just dropped?
No, Winding Gyre's finished. I believe it's
Is it?
finished. I think
Okay.
so. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because
Uh,
Kevin Smith has a record of delaying shit forever.
Yeah, Winding Gyre and Green Hornet and there's a whole bunch of stuff that he writes, but it is what it is. Anyways, back to Long Halloween though, but it is great. Yeah, the graphic novel, can't recommend it enough. Especially
people
after you-
should read it because it does fill in some spots. Like when I was saying about the acid bottle, in the cartoon they just show it as he happens to have a bottle of Pepto-Bismol or whatever.
Yeah.
But in the comic, how he actually gets it is because everyone's so corrupt, including the DA and the police officers. The DA's assistant is on the payroll of Marconi. So basically, he's the one, as he's walking into the trial, the DA assistant is the one that hands him the bottle. So it fleshes that out more, where you can see where everything is coming
Everyone's in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's in
Yeah.
it. So literally, it's Harvey Dent, Gordon, and Batman against everyone. Everyone in the police force, everyone in the mafia, everyone everywhere. Even Catwoman, really, in the movie, they made her seem a little more helpful, but in the comics, she really wasn't. She was just kind of, you never knew what she was, because even at the end of the comic, she was siding with the villains.
With the villains,
She wasn't really,
yeah.
Well,
she
I mean,
wasn't
this-
siding with Batman.
Well, it's the whole plot twist at the end with her. So I mean, it makes sense. A lot of it makes sense. Like I haven't read the graphic novel. That's been kind of one of the things on my reading list for the future. But I mean, the twist of the end. First off, like before even get to that, I just like that this is a Batman movie that spans a year. It's not like a one of those things like Batman fights somebody
Like
for
one
a
night.
night. Yeah, one night, 2 nights, and it's over. This is kind of a long, drawn out thing, and it makes you wonder, like, how this builds up and how it actually gets resolved. The people who you instantly think who it is not. And then the people who you think it is, it doesn't. It kind of gets slow rolled, and I really enjoyed it. I think this is honestly, I have a lot of the Batman anime movies. Like one I liked the most was I forgot the name now. Phantom of the
Phantasm.
Phantasm.
Mask of the Phantasm, yeah.
Mask of the Phantasm. There you go. I really like that one, and that might be more nostalgia if anything.
No,
Because,
that movie's good.
Yeah,
that
it is
movie's
good, yeah.
legitimately good.
Yeah.
And then, that was back in the '90s cartoonish style, whatever. Still like a little bit more mature than the cartoon, but I really like this one. This was actually I was pleasantly surprised, and looking at HBO Max, and I'm looking at all their offerings, there's cartoon overload of the DC universe, and I was looking at this and I'm like, oh, maybe I really thought that this was, I knew nothing about it really other than just the name of it before I came into it, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. Like, this is really good, and it actually is. I don't want to say it's better than live action, but if you're comparing stories and like rollouts of character development, this would give a lot of those a run for their money.
Let me ask you guys this question. From the animated compared to the graphic novel, is it how do you say it? Is it true to the
Panel per
graphic
panel?
novel? Yeah. Is there anything different from the graphic novel?
Yes.
And if it
Yeah.
is it better than the graphic novel?
I mean,
Better?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, the
for
graphic
for the
novel's
time, the graphic novel gets more time to go into
yeah.
certain details, and then there's a variation with the actual big twist of the killer. I'm not going to go into that, but it's worth. They did a version of it in the animated movie where it works, and it's a simpler version of it, but there is a deeper connection to other characters that actually is important, because I was gonna, is the Long Halloween, and then there's a sequel to the Long Halloween. It is called Batman Dark Victory, and it is they're both done by the same team, Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, and you have to read Long Halloween to get Dark Victory, because it is a sequel to the storyline too. So they're
Okay.
carryover characters, which may not work if they were to do an animated. They'd have to change Dark Victory if they were to animate it, which they could and they should.
And then
but-
also like the order of things is different in the comics than it is on the animated movie. Like certain events happen at different times
yeah,
in the
yeah.
comic.
So
And yeah, like you said, the big twist is it's pretty different from
different, yeah.
different enough, I should say.
Wait,
where
yeah.
you're like, okay,
So I'm confused. So okay, we can just. I mean, we're all talking about spoilers in this. So the chick is not. She's not the holiday killer. You're saying? She's
Well,
not the killer?
okay, I really,
Are we
I don't.
spoiling it?
No,
don't wanna
don't
spoil-
spoil it.
Okay,
No,
okay,
I don't
okay.
want to spoil, because I think you should read it, and I think fans should read it. I should say that watch the movie for a great Batman movie, part 1 and part 2, and then the graphic novel is a great graphic novel. It's like, if it's in a lot of top 5s for Batman, like all over the place, so it is worth the
Yeah.
time and effort, and the twist is interesting.
Okay. No, I mean the twist. I'm not gonna lie. The twist got me. I was not expecting that whatsoever. When it was revealed who was the killer, I was like,
I was gonna say, I read the comic book, but it was so long ago that I forgot, and I wasn't expecting the ending either. I was like, oh shit, from the animated movie.
yeah. And the thing is, like, I thought was really cool is the fact that it gives you breadcrumbs throughout the movie, but it's the breadcrumbs are so subtle. It's like you wouldn't. Like, it's kind of like in one ear out the other, but it's still like in your mind a little bit.
Something you wouldn't expect or something?
And then you said what?
Yeah.
Something
Well,
you wouldn't expect?
No, it's so if you're being, I'll say for most people, if you're being honest, you probably wouldn't expect it whatsoever, because they make it seem it's more plausible, or not even more plausible. It's easier to automatically assume certain people just because of backstory that you know of and the motives, and and that's the thing.
Yeah.
They're really good. This movie is really good at really pushing motives, and it really got me thinking. Like even like watching this, I was
The
looking. I was
motive
like,
for the
everything makes
girl
sense.
made a lot of sense in the cartoon, or the animated movie, of why she did what she did.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, I did.
Yeah,
It
like
made
I
huge
think
sense.
I figured it out when I saw that they had the Oxford,
Certificate on the wall.
and that's when I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, it's the girl. Just because they had alluding to it, but up to that point, I didn't know who the hell it was gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a really good reason of why she did it.
Yeah. No,
The only thing that I was like, the only thing where I was like, kind of iffy about it's like, okay, so did she go to some kind of special military camp to train to take down you know,
Yeah,
groups of mobsters with a single
Mhm.
gun? Or
yeah.
how the hell did she gain those abilities where she could
Yeah.
take down all these people?
Yeah, see, that's the part that kind of I did think the same thing. I was just kind of like that kind of got me because it seemed implausible. But what was interesting is the person who took the fall for it. I'm
Mhm.
like, it's like the typical. They kind of done that even with like the like different Batman movies, or
Mhm.
Batman series. They've done that where the I'm trying not to spoil it, but the certain people take falls for certain things. They're I mean still
Yep.
back. They're still not
Well,
good.
that's what I was gonna bring up here. How big an influence is this on The Dark Knight? Christopher Nolan must have read this
Huge.
several times. Yes,
Yeah.
this is one of the biggest influences on The Dark Knight. The Two Face part of that story.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, how he turns and everything.
Yeah.
even certain sequences with the armored car
Yes,
sequence.
Mm-hmm.
with
Yep,
Solomon
right
Grundy.
out of Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely huge inspirations on Christopher Nolan for
Yeah.
that series. So that's it's one of those. I'm kind of surprised it took them this long to adapt it, but I'm glad they took it the two-parter. They've only done the two-parter, I think, with The Dark Knight Returns, with which was also a
Yes.
two-parter. Um, so I'm glad they kind of milked it a little bit because it
Yeah.
definitely
I mean,
deserves it.
DC usually does a good job of adapting their movies onto animated movies, or their comics. I'm sorry, into
Yeah.
animated movies.
Mhm.
Um, the only thing I also enjoyed was how they portrayed Catwoman. Even in the, even though I would have liked to see the comic book costume,
Mhm.
I like how they portrayed her as being like this very acrobatic,
Yep.
character where she was basically just jumping everywhere and basically having to save Batman's ass
Yeah.
over and over again.
I'm
And the
trying
fact
to pull
Because it
a
would make sense, especially the fight with Poison Ivy. That was cool as hell too.
yeah, and the fact that she was able to I liked how I liked what I really liked about it is that granted this is a not a year one Batman, but this is a young in his career, not even detective at this point. He doesn't want to be a detective. He's like, what the hell? I gotta actually think. I can't just go off and beat people up and so forth. But I like
Or
that.
just
Go ahead.
quickly, no, you bring a perfect point because I think even in the comic books, Batman is like, I didn't expect this to be the detective work. Like he
Right,
even complains of the fact that he has to do detective work.
right.
Yep.
And it's pretty funny that you pointed it out. So I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
It was
Go
kind of
ahead. I
the
just wanted to let you
origin
know in the
story of,
comics. Yeah.
of his origin story of of the detective part of his
Of
uh,
Batman.
Yeah,
job.
because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess in that universe, he just basically been going around beating the shit out of everybody, but not really doing that much detective work.
right.
And it seemed like now he was forced to. But I just wanted to bring it up since you pointed it out very correctly.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
a great point.
yeah. I like the fact that Catwoman at this time was actually like outpacing Batman when it came to acrobatics. Like a cat, she's not just naturally agile. Batman can't keep up with her just trying to hoof it like she can. This is kind of the thing. Like there's this big guy who is gear. He has a lot more equipment on her than her, and she can just effortlessly jump around and be very nimble, while he's still that kind of bruiser, heavy Batman. I just like that. I like that the fact that I think we talked about this before with Batman. That Batman has plot armor, of course, for sure,
Hmm.
but that Batman always in every situation is the smooth guy, says the right thing, says he says little but says it just right. This Batman was still getting that swag about him, but still very very new, still learning the ropes, and still
Mhm.
wasn't sure of the role that he was playing as Batman. I really like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, who
like
to
even
who
up
to
to that
trust
point.
and yeah,
Yeah. Catwoman was a better detective than him. She's
Yeah,
the one that found
Oh,
where
wow.
Falcone's
well, she's
money
more
money
was.
invested.
stash was.
Yeah.
No, I know she was more invested, but like, I guess because she's a cat burglar,
Mhm.
she's way better at tracing and
Oh
scoping
yeah,
out
following
places than
money
Batman.
and yeah, yeah,
Batman was sort of like, okay, I'm gonna show up and beat the shit out of everybody,
Yeah,
but Catwoman had the approach of, okay, I'm gonna stake this place out before I decide to jump into it. Whereas Batman, it seemed like he would just be like, okay, I'm gonna go here, and he just goes without scoping the place really. At
yeah.
that point in the comics.
Only thing I didn't like about it was just I felt like Grundy was kind of thrown in there a little bit.
He's in the comic.
Okay, he's in the comic, and the thing is that I get what you're saying, Creamcast, because in the 3 hour movie version of this, he kind of feels out of place. But in the comic, he does have a showcase, and you got to remember 13 issues, each one showcasing, coming out month to month,
Sure.
different villains, different seasons. Grundy fits into a month and a story and an idea, and the rest of the story is revolving around him. He's on like the cover, so in the comic he makes a whole lot of sense.
Right.
In the animated movie, I could see him not fitting in with the rest of the characters. So.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Grundy. Do you know who really was pointless?
Who?
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter.
Mad
I was
Hatter,
gonna say
yeah.
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter was the one that was pointless
Yeah.
out of all the villains.
I love Mad Hatter as a character in Batman. I think he's
But I'm
underutilized,
just
but
saying, in this,
in this,
yeah.
Scarecrow was amazing though.
Yeah,
Scarecrow's always good.
Yeah, Scarecrow actually made sense. I mean, with Batman, Batman just kept getting screwed. I feel like part 2, Batman just kept getting his ass whooped, psychologically. And
Well, when he got hit with the fear toxin, we got injected.
yeah,
That was a legitimate scary ass sequence. I was like,
yeah,
legitimately
That was pretty cool.
frightening.
The animation
Yeah.
changed too.
Yeah, when the animation changed and there was some grotesque imagery being shown,
Yeah.
and I thought it was
Like
real
even
cool.
the pencil lines or like the outlines were all like
Yeah.
jagged.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a
Actually,
smooth line.
looked more
Everything was
like
jagged in
Tim
the
Sale's
drawing.
artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was for me. I think it was appropriate. I think that was awesome that they did that. Like, and, we've seen the same scene over. How many times they can replay that type of scene? But this one felt like an actual nightmare scene. Like we've seen like in live actions and other cartoons.
Arkham games.
Arkham
Yeah, it just-
City.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like okay, we've seen this already. But this one, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, honestly, if you would have kept this whole movie, the 2-part series, to just being Harvey / Two-Face, Poison Ivy, Catwoman as a bad guy, Scarecrow, honestly, I think that would have been, of course, the mobsters, Falcone or whatever.
Yeah, you kind of need that because that's kind of the
You need
part
the
of the story is
mobsters,
that
yeah.
transition between traditional crime to chaos that
To
Batman
the
is.
new type of
It's like the
Right,
death
yeah.
of the original gangsters and the birth of
Of this new supervillain or new
supervillains.
villains.
Yeah, that transition is
Well,
happening.
like even in the comic, I think it was Gordon, even points out, which everyone's pointed out, obviously, that ever since Batman arrived, it seemed like all this new type of psychotic villains are starting to pop out of everywhere,
Yeah.
and Batman just kind of brushes it off. He doesn't even address it.
It-
So they do make a point of showing you like the old crime with the new type of crime. And when Falcone is trying to use the crazy villains without knowing that it's gonna backfire on him eventually.
Right.
A side question: does the first Arkham City game, does this do they take inspiration from the Batman Long Halloween graphic novel?
I don't think so.
Maybe here and there, like aesthetically here and there, but not not much. No,
Not
no,
much.
no.
Not much. no.
Okay.
The first one I thought was also kind of it was weird having them in there was Joker. Joker didn't
Yes.
feel like it felt like kind of like more fan service, like
Yes.
like hey, we're throwing the Joker in here. And it's just like I felt like overall, not like this is once again I haven't read the graphic novel, but like to tell a more concise story, if you had left the Joker out, I think that would have been better personally. I don't know. I felt that's how I felt. That's how I personally
No.
felt.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Even in the comic, he doesn't really add much to the story. It
No,
seems like what you
he's
said.
the-
I think
He's the Christmas and New Year's issue.
Yeah.
Joke.
Okay,
Joker.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
because
so
that's exactly when he popped up. So
it's.
Yeah.
I think it's the fact that he's making this 13-part series. He wants to highlight villains, and it seems like he wants exactly.
It's a
He
great
wants
panel
to-
from the.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wants to basically bring in the Joker because he's like a major character.
He's a quintessential.
Yeah.
He is quintessential.
Yeah.
Correct.
No, I agree. No, if I can understand if he was only in the graphic novel for just for Christmas and the New Year's Eve issue, then that makes complete sense. It just felt I think because the movie is so short, it's only a 3 hour movie for 13 episodes. I mean, you can probably tell a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 hours is still a long time.
It's
But
a long movie. Yeah.
it's a long movie, but at the same time, it's just like to tell a more concise story, like if you're really trying to focus on like the murders that are happening by holiday, like you can kind of take the Joker out because I feel like Joker didn't really add anything to the murders other than calling out Dent when he popped up at his house.
Well, here's the one thing that the comic does well. Again, you got to remember the comic being released monthly over 13 months. There was a lot of like guessing who is Holiday when this was coming out. There was a lot of red herrings. There was a lot of it could be the Joker, it could be this, it could be this. So month to month, they were kind of releasing the book to also dissuade your theories or to create new theories and stuff like that. So
Sure.
that's also why like Solomon Grundy and Joker who feel like kind of out of place, but in the comic, the structure of it makes more sense
Yeah.
to have them in there. Yeah.
Yeah. No, overall I liked it. Makes me now curious about the other DC animated movies that I have not seen. I know there's like the Batman, the Japanese one.
No,
yeah.
Batman Ninja. Do not watch that.
Don't watch that
Oh,
one.
it's not good.
Garbage.
It's
damn.
okay.
Garbage.
It's okay. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's okay.
Okay, well, that's what I
You
said.
know what I was really looking forward to, based off the video game Injustice. I read the comic book, I played the game. I thought the story was great, but I heard that the animated animated movie was terrible. Actually, got a 4 out of 10.
Mhm.
And
I haven't
it's,
seen it, so I can't
well,
say.
it's actually recent. Well, I think within
Mhm.
what
You
the
watched
week and a
it?
half.
I
No,
think it's the most
I
recent,
was
right?
yeah, it's the most recent, but it got a 4 out of 10. But
Hmm.
the video game and comic books, there are great stories. It's
Mhm.
how
Well, just
what?
I think we've been over this a million times. Just watch it and make up your own mind.
I plan to
Don't
watch
go
it.
off
You
what
might like
everyone
it.
else tells you.
No, I plan to watch it. It's just something that's
Okay.
recently come out, and just I was
Yeah,
really
because
looking
it
forward
seems
to it.
it seems like if you read things on the internet, you just bypass like shows and movies and things like that.
Yeah, you'll never.
And I think it'd be better if you just watch them and then make your own decision if you like it or
Mhm.
not.
Oh, and I intend to. I intend to watch
Okay.
it because I'm a big fan of the that series. Big fan of the story. The story is really, really good.
Okay.
Another Batman type movie, but DC overall.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll review that one.
Yeah,
maybe.
we could probably review that one. That would be nice. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what other. I mean, I feel like this was a good. I know we talked about before, like the nostalgia of the old '90s Batman, and now
Yes.
watching this, it kind of cured that itch because when I first saw it, I was like, I mean, Bruce Wayne, I was like, this looks like. No, Bruce Wayne seemed kind of mopey in this one at first. I was just like, okay. But then when I saw him in the full Batman suit, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then I saw the Batmobile. I was like, okay, I kind of like it. It was really good. So
Don't you worry. He's mopey in the comic books too. So.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's very emo.
Way, his
he's
parents died.
super emo in this one. I was like, I'm not expecting him to be like, oh yeah, Bruce Wayne, like, oh, I got gaggles of bitches. I'm just like, damn, like this dude is like super depressed. Like Alfred seems like, Alfred is just like over his shit at some point.
He's a far cry from our number one George Clooney rating of most adjusted
Oh
Batman.
yeah,
Yeah,
not
he's-
even close to that.
George Clooney
No,
Batman is over his
The
parents
swag.
dying. He's over it.
Like Scarecrow talks and he's like, he's like, this is
He just
whatever.
laughs it up.
Don't worry about it.
Like, I'm rich now. It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm gonna have like 5 women in my bed tonight. It's all good. I'm Bruce Wayne. I'm rich. This Batman was definitely not well adjusted whatsoever. You could tell like the relationship with him and Selena Kyle was weird, which is good. It's
Yeah,
like.
same in the comic. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, because like I was watching, I was like, man, these people they don't seem happy together. And then sure enough, she hit the whole, it's not you, it's me type of thing. And I was
Oh,
just
wow.
like, okay, that makes sense. No,
Yeah.
I would give this.
They also go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna give it a rating ultimately. Like, what would you guys rate
Oh.
this? This bad
Out of one,
out of 10. Just out of 10. What would you rate this?
out of
one?
10, 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
What are you, Darkside?
Jeez, I never. Do we normally rate things on this?
I mean, we rated
Yeah,
Batman
there's a
last
first
week.
time
Did
for
we?
everything.
Yeah, we rated the bad.
I mean,
we
We
rated
ranked Batman's.
All right, I
Yeah.
guess out of 10 blurs, I would give it 9 blurs.
9 blurs.
Oh,
Oh
alright.
9
wow,
blurs.
that was really good. Yeah, I would
Wow.
give it about
Yeah.
8.5. 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, 8.5 for sure. It was really good.
Okay.
I really
Ed?
enjoyed it.
I'll give it a no. Okay.
No,
Can't
that's
give a
right.
rating
You
right
don't
now.
watch this. You
Oh,
son of a
yeah.
bitch.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you've been
no.
strangely, you've been oddly quiet.
No,
Yeah, it's just
I've
weird.
been talking here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
us like, hey, is it like anything like the Injustice Batman? Like, is it like
Oh, I don't
Arkham
think
Asylum?
it is. No, no,
Is
no.
it like
I don't think
Arkham
it is.
Asylum?
No.
But no, the Green Lantern. What you were saying? You're about to say something earlier.
Oh yeah, no, and it also kind of brushed into like a subject that I've always wondered about,
Mm-hmm.
where was the relationship between Alfred and Bruce Wayne,
Hmm.
where Alfred, at least in the comics, Alfred said, wish I had been a better father to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, maybe I haven't seen it, but it seems like they never addressed the fact that you have a butler that raised this child as a dad until he's an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow when he's an adult, they still maintain like a relationship where he's still the butler. You know what I mean? He's not really like a outright father figure. He's just still the help. You know,
Well,
that he
I mean,
he
yeah.
respects and loves, but he's still the help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
that's
Gotta have that
within-
structure in place.
yeah.
It's within every Batman story, though, isn't it?
It is. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
it's
mean-
in every Batman
I
story.
mean, there's a line he can't
Could you imagine?
cross
It's like, let's
because
say
he-
somebody, brought you up as a child, raised you by himself, and then at the end of the day, it was like, hey, you don't even call him dad or anything. You're just like, hey, Steve, you know
Well-
what? Can you go make me a bowl of soup? I feel kind of hungry, and warm up my car so I can go out and fight crime.
Well, I mean, like I've grown up with like mentors who are older than
Oh,
me, way
thank
older
you.
than me. No.
Mentors.
Mentors, yeah, right.
Mentors.
I mean,
I got
don't
another
see-
mentor
You know what?
lined
And
up for you.
I'm
What?
somewhat proud of you, my son. You
Mhm.
have taken some of my advice. So
Nothing.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
I didn't think you would,
You know,
acknowledge me in
this is
public, but thank you.
2021, and
Wow.
we have raised them very well. I mean, we're all pretty much
Collectively,
his
the
dads.
three of us have raised
Yeah,
him
not
to
raised
he
me.
was,
Even more of a firm
small
hand,
child.
though.
Firm hand, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
Did
son.
not raise
Speak.
me. But no, my goodness, my daughter, I will talk. But I mean, he's still his butler, so I can't see him like saying, "Hey,
Yeah, I think
father."
Alfred values the like his position
Yeah.
Butlering.
respectfully. Yeah, I think he takes butlering very seriously.
Hmm.
And I think that there's that father-son relationship that we've seen in every other movie and adaptation. But there's also like Alfred has a very firm respect for his position as
Hmm.
butler to the Waynes. It's like a
Yeah.
bigger role than just butler. He's caretaker of something he loves very much. So it's like something in between of can't be a father to him, but he is caregiver to Bruce.
And I've always, in every Batman movie, whether it be animated or live action, I've always saw Alfred as like doing this for the father, not necessarily for Bruce Wayne, but for Thomas Wayne. Maybe that's just me, but I've always saw like,
I think that's just you,
uh,
because usually he says he does it for Bruce, and Bruce does it for his parents.
okay.
I can see what Ed Underground is saying though, the relationship. And I mean, there's been different adaptations that do.
There's different,
Yeah.
exactly. There's
Yeah.
different.
I think-
Depends
I think-
on who the writer is.
Well, I feel like Ed is drawing heavy inspiration from Christopher Nolan, Dark Knight. Because,
Not even Christopher
Oh,
Nolan.
that is
just
true.
like,
But,
I mean,
well, no,
just,
that's
like,
what.
period.
Promise
what-
I
no.
made to you.
Hey, did you guys know that
Yeah.
there's a Pennyworth TV show that's in season 3?
Yeah,
No, I
I
didn't
didn't know it was
know.
in season 3,
There's
but I know
three
of it.
seasons of Pennyworth. The
I didn't know it was in
Alfred
season
show.
3, but I know there was a Pennyworth.
I knew those
Yeah.
were Pennyworth,
Yeah.
but I didn't know those like
Fuck outta
season
here.
3.
Yeah, no, that Apparently there is.
Holy shit! I mean,
Yeah.
Alfred can be a badass character. Like if he, you guys remember Hellsing, anime from back in the day.
Yeah.
So you guys remember
Helsing-
Hellsing with Alucard the vampire?
Yeah.
Yes,
The red
yes,
outfit.
yes.
Now,
yes.
they did a backstory on Alfred where he was like, you know how in Hellsing they had that one butler who was like fighting Nazi vampires with the with the string, and they used to call him the Reaper, like the Reaper of Death.
Mirandonito? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like the Reaper of Death and shit.
Yeah.
He was- the Reaper of Death. Yeah, so I wish if they did a storyline where like Alfred was really like some ex-military like
Well, he is
guy.
ex-military.
He is
yeah,
ex-military.
Yeah.
they have done something like
Oh, they
that.
have shit.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, there's Batman Earth One, which is an influence on the upcoming Batman movie that's going to be coming out, where where Alfred is more of a bodyguard than a butler. So he's more of he has that heavy background of
Like paramilitary.
paramilitary, ex special ops,
Paramilitary, yeah.
and he's there to protect the Waynes. And then he comes back into Bruce's life, and he offers a lot of, like training advice. And he's
Oh shit!
yeah. There, I mean, there's he's like wielding a shotgun and actually having Batman's back in one issue. So I mean that'd be kind of and I think Andy Serkis's Alfred is kind of based off of that Alfred.
That's why
More-
I didn't know it was based off that Alfred. Like Andy
Yeah.
Serkis is overall he looks more badass, like a more weathered, like he's seen some shit Alfred. And I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool if they did that. Well, apparently I don't know my Alfreds in the Batman universe, so I'm about to shut off.
No,
Oh no,
he's gone. He's gone.
he's gone.
I respect
And I'm
him,
back. Okay, so
Oh,
okay, but no, that's pretty cool. No, I mean, I definitely look forward to that. Alfred's just he is a badass character, and I never realized that his story really wasn't, his backstory wasn't delved into. That's why I thought it really wasn't delved into.
They even hint to it in the Nolan movies when he was talking about his years in the service.
Mhm.
So I think it's established that he has like training,
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
military
I think it-
training. He just never really shows it. He's just kind of like I said, making soup
Yeah,
and
Right.
caring for the mansion.
right.
But yeah,
Well, correct me if
you
I'm
know,
wrong, but I think in some series that Alfred actually trained Batman, not throughout the 7 years of him within training, but like at parts of a series he has trained Bruce. And doesn't Alfred have a daughter also at some point?
Yeah, I mean that in the seminal Batman and Robin film series, I believe
You mean what's her
Batgirl
name?
is the daughter.
Batgirl,
Alicia-
yeah.
Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, 90s Clueless fame.
Clueless, yeah. they
Yeah.
wanted
Oh, yeah,
female
that was her.
demographic, the young
If that's in the
teen
comic, I don't know. There's so much stuff about Batman over the years that
Yeah.
I'm not that invested in Alfred, honestly. So
Well, Ed did say that George
I don't think
Clooney
much
was his
people are.
favorite. George Clooney and Val Kilmer were his favorite.
George Clooney does not exist in. Well, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Who's George
Clooney is dope. Okay, just
Mm.
because
Oh
you're a
my
damn
goodness.
hater.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
my
Man.
goodness.
Yeah.
No.
and have you read The Long Halloween?
Parts, yes. I never owned the novels.
Well, at least he's consistent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
he's
consistent.
He's a consistent
I
fake
did.
fan.
I did see the trailers for Long Halloween, and I do like the art style. I do
Cool.
like the art style.
Doesn't know how to read. He's a liar. What?
Mm.
He just looks at the pictures.
What?
Bethesda.
He looks at the pictures and guesses what they say.
Is this the Blurred Podcast ASMR episode? I hope you guys like it.
Now it's gonna shove the microphone up his ass.
That costs extra.
You guys are so stupid. Jeez. You know, our audio listeners are gonna be like, "What the fuck's going on? Like, what the hell's going on?"
You haven't read The Long Halloween, you liar.
Yeah, yeah.
I read parts. Yeah.
He's read parts. He's seen a trailer. He's looked at the cover.
Is
All
that
right?
how you do
Get off his
everything?
case.
What?
That's how
Does
it
he-
does.
he does
I
everything.
just,
kind of ruined it.
reads parts of comics, watches parts of shows, watches
Hey,
parts of
you watch
movies.
the YouTube breakdown of it, all right?
I had not seen a YouTube breakdown of this.
I'm
no,
sure
not yet.
you'll get to it.
Yeah, once I watch A Long Halloween, I will.
You won't.
Yeah, after the fact.
Yeah, like we were supposed to review it today, and he's
For that
like,
other podcast you have scheduled?
Yes, I mean, there's been
Yes.
times where I've actually
That
watched a movie
Cars and Bitches. movie, what
minutes
is it called?
before the pod. Well, like watching a movie throughout the whole movie, and then 30 minutes later did the podcast. So
Mm-hmm.
I am consistent.
give him the time, the one time he did that, guys.
No, I did it 3 times.
What 3 times?
Shang-Chi, Venom. I forgot the third one, but those 2 I know are solid.
Yeah, they
Watch
made a
it.
third one.
Yeah, no, there's another one.
Yeah.
There's a third one. I just forgot because it was actually later.
Well, then why? I mean, as long as you're watching them, hey, I can give Ed credit. I have not seen Shang-Chi. I have not seen Venom. But hey, at least I tell you guys straight up, I'm not gonna watch it until it comes out to my home in my nice big mansion.
Well, you usually tell us. You usually tell us right before the episode starts.
yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watch it,
Yeah,
guys.
that's true.
Like, yeah, screw you guys. But
Oh, What If? I think it was What If. I'm not sure.
You
I think
didn't
it was
watch
a
the whole
movie.
thing.
No, you
lied.
didn't watch
No,
it.
there's
Yeah.
parts. No, I think
Yeah,
it was
parts.
a movie I
Again,
watched.
we're discussing what parts. You haven't watched the whole thing.
I think there's a movie I watched because I remember
There's
I
no What If
remember
movie.
Venom and Shang-Chi, and then
Right.
like a half hour later did the podcast. There's a
Mhm.
third one too. I forgot what it was.
Cool story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
but
That's
hey,
a cool
true
story.
story. Hey,
Cool
hey.
story.
Yeah, alright.
So Batman, cool.
Mhm.
Sure.
I mean, we can talk about this other movie later. 'Cause I'm definitely not as big a fan as you, Darkseid. I think Green Turn, you're a huge fan of this, which is Dune. Maybe we'll save that for next episode.
Nah.
I
I
do
do
wanna
plan
see
to
that.
watch it, but I'm going to watch it at home in my massive home movie theater.
Let me just say this: that Dune is definitely the director went to war with Warner Brothers to not release it on HBO Max.
Yeah, I remember that.
He didn't want people to see it that way. There's a reason for it. It is a cinematic experience. See it in IMAX if you can. It is gorgeous. There are scenes that you should see on the biggest possible screen.
Okay,
I
how
personally did
big?
not
What-
see it on HBO
IMAX.
Max.
There's like an 80-inch
50
screen.
feet.
What about
What?
80? What about 80 inches? Is that good enough?
That's what she said.
Do you have an IMAX projector?
I mean, I can. I gotta go to my other house, but yes.
Okay.
okay.
Okay. If you can get it onto your IMAX screen, your personal IMAX screen, then
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
How much is an IMAX projector? Like $200,000 or something?
Hey, it's only 7 million easy payments of $29.99.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's
Jeez.
almost paid off.
Yeah, calm down, guy.
It pays for itself.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'll pay for
There
it.
you
I'll pay for it.
It's a
eventually.
personal IMAX screen.
Yeah, I just
Got
invite
it.
people in. Like, hey guys, you guys want to watch a movie?
It's got one seat.
I'm gonna charge them like, hey, you can watch this movie by yourself for $5,000 each. That's how I
There you
pay
go.
for my own IMAX. Okay, yeah, I'll probably watch it this weekend.
You know, it's not for
Yeah.
everyone. It's an acquired taste for sure. But
I never read the novel. So as someone that
yeah,
never read the novel, is it worth going to watch in the theater?
yes,
say
because
so.
it is.
Okay.
Oh, you saw it at Underground?
No, I didn't see it. I had
Oh.
the opportunity to watch it on HBO Max.
Right.
But I
So do
decided
I.
not to. I want to see it in IMAX.
So it's
Yeah.
cool.
So the movie, I loved it. I'm a big fan of Dune. It's been my most anticipated film for 3 years. It's been delayed forever.
Nerd.
It's designed. It's designed. Yes, but it's designed as a entry point for someone who is not familiar with Dune, and it's doing a great job. And like a lot of people are connecting with it. Hardcore fans are they love it, and it leaves out a lot of things that I would have wanted to see in it, but I think they make choices for general audiences.
I did read about that the hardcore fans who have read the novels, watched the original movie, they didn't like that certain things were left out, but
Original movie should not be brought up in any conversation. That's David Lynch's Dune is
Really?
something special, but it's not. It's like a toy commercial compared to what actually Dune
Leave
is.
David Lynch alone.
All right,
you
we'll
know,
do
it's
that.
just one of those things.
I love David Lynch. Twin Peaks is one of my
Hello.
favorite things ever.
Have you seen the interview where he was talking about meeting George Lucas when they wanted him to direct one of the Star Wars?
No, I don't think I have.
You should watch it. It's pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah, I'll watch. I'm gonna watch Dune. Probably this weekend. Maybe have a little date night and see what happens. But yeah, I definitely want to go see it. It seems like it's pretty good. It seems like it's kind of the same experience as what I would say Avatar was. When it first
wait a
came out.
minute. Oh, I'm thinking of M. Night Shyamalan Avatar. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. We don't want to talk about that movie ever. But damn it, but yeah, certain things that should be seen in IMAX. So I think I might bite.
I definitely highly recommend it.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll watch it on IMAX.
Yeah.
It better be
I'll
good.
watch it on IMAX.
Cyan.
Yeah, it better be good. If it's not good, holy shit, I will never take.
Well,
I
if
will
you
be
don't like it,
sending
keep it to yourself.
you-
I don't give a shit about your opinions.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Actually, you guys, well, might as well put you all on the spot now, all you losers over here in the Blur podcast, because I'm the only dependable one here. The Eternals opens, I think, next week, so I'm gonna put you all on the spot right now.
you can
with
choose
my
one.
hat.
Okay, you can choose one.
No, then don't watch Dune.
Okay,
The thing
watch
is,
the Eternals?
Eternals is more relevant to the Blurred podcast, so I would say watch Eternals because it's a Marvel, and we talk about on this damn channel's Marvel and Batman. That's
Well,
all
the
we
thing is,
do.
we could talk about
Marvel
more
and
stuff,
Batman.
but
Like,
you,
bypass
You better say
Superman.
dude.
but you damn virgins on here. Only thing you guys know is Marvel. Ed, well, okay, we talk about DC Comics, Marvel, which Ed doesn't even read, and then if it's
I
not
do.
Dragon
That's a-
Ball Z
Ed
or The
doesn't
Matrix,
know how to read.
He's a fake
Hey,
fan. We
dude.
know
he's a
this.
fake fan. And then you
I'm a real
guys,
fan.
The Blurred podcast is just my way of trying to expose that as a fake fan over a course of several
He is
episodes.
a fake fan.
Yeah,
And
I-
all
Lies.
That's not clear.
Lies.
but you know the funny thing is, I guarantee I know what Ed's gonna see day one is the Matrix 4. The day it comes out,
God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ed's gonna
Yes.
he's gonna force us to be like, guys, you have to watch. This is what we're gonna talk about in the Blurred podcast next episode. I don't care, but
I don't know if it'll be groundbreaking. I'm actually scared for this movie. I don't know how it's gonna be.
well, we'll see. We'll see. You know,
Yeah, we'll see it either
just
way.
just make sure everybody watches it and it makes their own opinion. Not go on IGN or Twitter or
Yeah,
Reddit
not
or,
read reviews before you decide to
Daily
watch
Wire.
something.
Yeah, or watch
I
YouTube
don't-
videos
I don't
about
read-
people's opinions
I
about
actually
it.
stay away from reviews until
Oh,
after I
You're
watch.
do you?
full of shit.
How'd you like
For
He-Man?
movies,
How'd you like the
telling us.
He-Man
For
series? We're still waiting
for
on you to.
movies that I
You
am
were-
Yeah.
anticipating to watch.
You were just talking about the what's it
Yeah,
called?
that's not in theaters.
No, the
Injustice?
other the animated movie.
Injustice.
yeah, you gave it.
Yes.
you
Yeah,
gave
I,
it in.
Yeah.
I played
It
the
doesn't
game.
matter
I
what
played
the
the game.
theater
and
or
I've-
not. You said that you don't read reviews.
Yeah, that's something in theaters. I just
The
said
only
movies
theater
are.
things you won't read reviews for.
Wait, Injustice is out.
Yeah, it's out.
Mhm.
But
The
what,
movie. I played the game. I read the comic book. I already know the story of it. So
Mhm.
the.
But you didn't
animated
watch the
series-
movie. It's been out for over a week.
No, not yet.
Because of the reviews.
No,
You
not
did
because
quote-
of
you
the
Pointed
did
reviews.
to
quote
the
a
reviews
review.
earlier in the show.
No, I
Scroll
still gotta
back.
watch it anyway.
Mhm.
But
I said I'm
anyways,
gonna
For our
watch it.
listeners out there, just scroll back and you'll hear them coming out.
Yeah,
I
yeah. I was
said
gonna
I'm
say
still
he
gonna
just said it
watch
on the
Exactly.
podcast.
I
Yeah.
said I'm still gonna watch it, and I
But-
said the score got it too.
Okay, yeah. So we'll watch the whatever.
Eternals. So
Eternals,
you're on the
Eternals,
spot.
yeah.
All of you are on the spot for the Eternals.
Boring ass movie. We'll all watch it.
we'll
Turtles
watch
kind of
it.
boring, but I'll watch
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's our Eternals hype meter here? Let's go. What do we got?
Five out of
Negative
10.
5.
yeah, I'm kind of like a 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine's
same
mine's
here.
dropping. It's not looking that appealing to me. I think all the cool Marvel stuff. It's all a lull till Spider-Man comes out. So
Yeah.
this Eternals
Mm.
not really sticking out to me. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised, but
Well, the good thing is
Just
that it's a quick
Give me
turnaround.
Fantastic Four. God damn it.
mm,
That's
Well,
what
Fantastic
negative
Four is not
my
coming out
little
until
Hey, man, brother.
2020, like what 2024 or something like that. I'm like, shit,
yeah.
like,
Who knows? Who
yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
it's supposed to be. Well, at least we have a release date for it.
Mhm.
I just want to see Blade. I want to see Blade. I want
Hell
to see Spider-Man. I want to see Doctor Strange. I want to see
Give me
Ant-Man.
old, weathered, lazy Snipes on the new Blade.
That'll be awesome.
Just barely being able to.
Well, he's not going to be in it.
I know.
I would love
That'd be
that.
awesome.
That would be awesome, but
Oh,
I mean,
multiverse Blade. Maybe Snipes could be in it.
That
that
would be
would be
awesome.
cool. But the thing is that
He still
okay,
can't do anything.
we don't know. First off, we don't know if Blade
Crazy
is
tax
actually
dodging ass in the
Tax
movie.
dodge.
tax
Yeah.
dodging. Yeah,
Does he still owe taxes? Is the question.
that's
Is he
why
in America?
he has a
Yeah.
sword, just slashing up tax.
Yeah, he's
He's fighting
the
IRS vampires.
Did he ever come back to America?
Yeah.
What's he Snipes? Isn't
Yeah,
he been in
yeah,
the
didn't he,
movies?
like-
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went to
he
jail.
wasn't coming to America. He was the best part of that.
He
that
wasn't
movie.
coming
I'm
to
not
America.
talking that
Yeah,
movie.
He was the only good thing about that movie.
he was. Yeah,
Oh,
Wait, what? Wait,
Yeah, he
the new
was
one or the old one?
general. Yeah,
The new one coming to America.
Oh, I didn't see
coming
the
to
new one.
like two
the number
sequel.
2. Yeah.
I know the number 2. Yeah, I didn't see
Mm.
number 2. I like.
Yeah, but he was the only good thing about that movie.
Yeah.
he was. He really was.
I was
Wow.
so hyped about that movie too.
I know.
But
Yeah, I really
It's
was.
probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
But the thing-
It really, I could say, that knowing Green Tuner for many years, it really is. He quotes it all the time.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I love the first one too. I never seen it. I haven't seen
The
second
first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
The
no,
first one.
I'm just saying I haven't seen. I don't have any hype for the second one, even though it's been out
Yeah.
for almost a year.
Yeah, like what's another Marvel movie or superhero movie that is hype worthy that's coming out?
Coming soon, the new Thor is probably going to be very.
Thor.
Thor's gonna be
Oh
good.
yeah, Love
Love and
Rock
Thunder?
Roll or something. Love and
Love and
yeah.
Thunder.
Guardians of the
Yeah.
Galaxy.
Guardians
that's-
3.
Guardians is coming out?
Guardians 3, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
I don't even think it's been filmed yet, but it's James Gunn.
I think James Gunn is filming it now because he had
Yeah.
to wait for Suicide Squad. So
Yeah, to
Okay.
finish, yeah.
Does
And
DC
he-
have anything coming out except Batman? Right?
Yeah,
That's
we
the
talked
one,
about it
the huge
last
one?
Batman,
Flashpoint,
Flashpoint,
Flashpoint and
Aquaman.
Batman.
Aquaman 2,
Black Adam.
Black Adam. Oh,
Shazam.
I'm actually looking forward to that. I want to see. if
Yeah,
it's
me
good.
too.
I just want to see. I just want The Rock to be a bad guy, even though he's not going to be a bad guy. He's going to be an anti-hero. I want him to be a legit, like, not even Scorpion King bad guy. Like,
No.
like I want him to be a legit bad guy.
Scorpion King.
No.
Sorry,
Yeah,
it just processed in my mind the shitty CGI.
Yeah.
Remember?
The CGI, yeah.
Yeah.
When,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
shitty
his
CGI
face.
face.
yeah. Like like I just wish that a lot of movies like they could just recapture that lightning in the bottle, like The Mummy, right? Like The Mummy,
Yeah.
that first one, The Mummy 1 and The Mummy Returns. That was just lightning in the bottle. They were such bad movies, but they were good to watch.
They
I
were
could watch
fun.
them.
They were
fun.
good
They were
in the
fun.
time they came out.
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
were
Yeah,
fun as
they
hell.
were fun.
Yeah, fun.
That's what they're missing right now. It's movies are just not fun. Like the last Mummy one, they tried to make it too.
Good art.
You know,
Action.
I like the last Mummy
You
one
liked
because
it?
they were gonna set something up that
They
I
were
thought
set up
was really
universe.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, you talking The Mummy with
Tom Cruise.
Cruise.
Tom Cruise? Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was they're trying to do the whole dark
cinematic universe.
Yeah,
Yeah, the dark,
cinematic.
I
the
would've
dark
liked
universe.
Dark
Yeah.
Universe.
I would've
liked
So
that.
bringing all the
I
other
would have
movies.
loved it.
I liked
Yeah,
I liked
'cause
Dracula.
it
Dracula Untold. I liked it.
I haven't
I
watched
thought it was
I
okay.
didn't see that.
It was okay. I liked it. Okay range. It was average but good.
They've tried doing it too. Remember Van Helsing?
Van Helsing,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was also projected to be like a like a series of movies.
Well, did you see the? They already signed the actors and everything for the Dark Universe. Did you see the whole cast for the Dark Universe?
Is it still the same cast with that?
No, look up Google Dark
There's a
Universe
new
cast. No. This at the time the Mummy movie came out.
Oh yeah, they know
Johnny
the whole universe.
Johnny Depp was the Invisible Man.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Javier Bardem was going to be Frankenstein, or the monster. So
Yeah,
they
and then,
cast all these people.
What's his name?
Wasn't that movie with
That Psycho was gonna be Jekyll and Hyde. What's his name?
Oh yeah, he's in it.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe he's
Russell
in
Crowe,
the Mummy
yeah,
movie. He's Dr.
Javier
Yeah, so it's in
Bardem.
cast from before. Yeah.
Javier Bardem was going to be Frankenstein's monster.
Mhm.
Sophia Botella as the Mummy.
The
Oh, she's
Mummy,
coming
yeah.
back.
Yeah, she was coming back.
Oh, or maybe that was for the original Mummy movie, maybe, or that Mummy movie.
Yeah.
Why don't they bring my boy back as the Wolfman?
Oh yeah, Benicio.
I like that
Yeah.
movie. I don't give.
I like
don't care what
Benicio
people
del
say.
Toro
I like that
Wolfman.
movie.
The
was really
Wolfman
good.
was
I liked
actually
it.
I liked it until the end. To the end where he fought his father, I was just like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of cheesy. But
I liked it. I
I
love
li-
corny movies. So
but I like the up to like the beginning scene, like the beginning scene up to like maybe 3/4 of the movie, like because they actually have Wolfman be. It was actually like a horror movie, It was like a recreation of it. I really, really enjoyed it. Very gory, very hoary. I loved it. I wish they had did the Dark Universe because I really wanted to see Dracula Untold too. Um, how they were going to play the whole, original vampire and then Dracula and how that was all going to work out. I mean, I love
They
Dracula.
changed the lore too, right? For I haven't watched Dracula Untold,
Yeah.
but they changed
they
the
changed
lore
it.
slightly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
changed it.
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to see where it was going to go. I love Dracula.
I did
like,
too. I thought it
Bram
was a
Stoker's-
missed opportunity.
Yeah, Bram Stoker's Dracula was one I love. I've read the book several times. I've read Frankenstein several times. I
I read
love.
Frankenstein. That's a good book.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
since we're off the long Halloween, right? We're on to
Yeah.
other
Now we're
things.
into just Halloween themes.
Yeah, so I wanted to bring up a Halloween thing. I got a couple Halloween questions for the group here.
Sure.
What do you guys have any Halloween traditions? Do you do like you brought up the Frankenstein and everything. I try to watch the Universal Monsters movies. I think I usually get them every Halloween. Somebody's playing them on AMC or something.
Sure.
So I usually end up watching those, a collection of those every Halloween. That's the closest thing I have to a tradition I've done the last few years. Do you guys have anything? Do you do for Halloween?
We have the Day of the Dead thing. So we have like a room in our house where we make an altar and have pictures of like, family members or friends that have
Oh,
passed away.
Mm.
And then we'll put like, snacks or drinks that they like and just keep it until the end of the month.
Yes, I've seen Coco.
I
know
tried
what
to
you're
watch
talking
a
about.
scary movie, but it's always open. I never have
You're
like
an ass.
whatever. I didn't hear it.
He said he's seen Coco. He knows what's going on.
You seen which one? Coco?
Coco. He's like, I know everything about your culture.
Hell yeah.
It's like saying watching Roots for black people. Like, I watch Roots.
That's why it's like watching Aladdin for me. That doesn't really make a thing.
But yeah, no, like movies, I'll just like again, it's rotating. I honestly make an effort to try to watch Halloween movies, but I'm such a puss. I can only watch them during the daytime. I can't watch them at night because then
I
I
hear
can't go
you.
to sleep.
Yeah.
At least you have your husband there to help you out. I mean,
That's
so,
true.
Yeah. your husband can keep you, safe at
Can
nighttime.
soothe me as I'm curled in bed in my blanket.
Yeah, that's actually my wife. My wife, she can't watch horror movies, so there's so many horror movies I missed out on. But as a kid, I used to. So one of my all-time favorite movies I liked as a kid, horror movies, is a movie called Chud. I don't know if people know about it. Cannibalistic
yes.
humanoid underground
Familiar with it,
dwellers.
never seen it.
Bud?
Yeah,
What is it?
cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Underground Dwellers.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a good movie.
I
never
love
seen it.
Chud, and it's
Fucking
funny
gross.
because it was such a gross, it was a gross, weird movie, scary movie back in the day. I used to watch it all the time for like Halloween and so forth. Now we don't have any like traditions, but I like to watch like before. Like by myself, I watch a lot of like ghost shows, like around Halloween time. Usually like the Travel Channel back in the day, like
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost
and things like that?
Adventures and so forth. They'll have like
One
Ghost
of these
Adventures
days, one of those shows will catch
We'll
a
finally find a
Yeah,
ghost.
finally,
Yeah.
surely one of them will find a ghost.
Yeah, and they're not gonna know what to do. They know they've actually made movies about that,
shit.
like where
Did you
movies
guys hear
where
that?
what?
Ghost hunters.
I think it's coming from the couch over there.
Oh, it's the
Oh, wow.
the scariest
Oh my
noise
god,
I've
it
ever heard.
definitely is coming from the couch.
Yeah,
I just heard it, guys. It's coming
Yeah.
from the couch.
my wife makes fun
If
of me.
anyone is here,
Yeah.
make that noise again, twice, or don't make that noise at all.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Oh my God,
Yeah,
he didn't
oh.
make the noise.
well, my wife makes fun of me every single time. She'll be like, Eric, what? She's like, why is every episode? She's like, we're watching these episodes in order, right? I'm like, yeah. She's like, why is every episode they're the scariest they've ever been? She's like, episode 2, like, man, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. I am so terrified. Then episode 3, last episode how scary I was? That's nothing compared to this episode. I'm shitting myself. I'm literally shitting. By episode 20, like, I am so scared. I'm jumping off of this building to get away from the ghosts. I am so scared. They may not be at episode 21 because I'm frightened. Episode 21. I was so frightened that I survived. Now I'm running across America because I'm so scared. I'm scared. And it gets crazy, and I get it. Like, do I believe in ghosts to an extent? Sure. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, this is super fake. Like, come on, guys. It's like, and it's funny because it's like a real ghost. I'll say a real ghost adventure. Like, you aren't gonna catch a ghost. Like, you're just going to like random people's houses. Like, oh, there's a horrifying demon in this house today.
It would fundamentally change the world
yeah.
if they really actually captured a ghost.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it
the
would
thing is-
make headlines.
We
Everything
changed the
would
course
be-
of
Yeah.
our civilization.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, it wouldn't just be airing on the Travel Channel.
Yeah. do you want to find out this deep dark secret about the afterlife? Tune in at 7 o'clock in the Travel Channel. Talk to your local cable providers. Like, what? Like, no, it's crazy. But
Yeah, this Friday at 8:30, we changed the course of humanity.
yeah, you thought you knew religion before then. Your mind's gonna be blown. We're gonna show
Tune
you
in
the
right
glorious
after Pawn
afterlife.
Stars.
Right after Fox.
Yeah, like, it's absolutely.
Brought to you by Gillette.
Yeah, yeah. Ghosts are gonna change your life. Offered by Old Navy. It's gonna keep you fresh while you're shitting yourself. Like, absolutely stupid. But yeah, I used to just ghost shows. That's kind of my tradition.
No, I think maybe the only movie that I honestly do watch every Halloween is Halloween, the first one.
Oh yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
classic. That's a good
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's almost no blood in it. You don't see the kills, but how they handle tension is beautiful.
Yeah, and
It's
also
like
I'm
a
thinking
tense
of
movie all the way through.
somehow, some way between now and Christmas, I'll end up watching Nightmare Before Halloween too. It'll just happen. One of
Wait,
those
Nightmare Before Halloween.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Christmas.
Sorry,
Oh.
Nightmare
Yeah.
Before Christmas.
Yeah, that's such a good-
Ed,
that's such a good one.
Underground. What about you? Do you have any traditions or?
I actually don't have any like Halloween traditions. I'm actually not big on Halloween. I mean, I'm not a big fan of scary movies. The only scary movie I've seen in theaters was Scream and Scary Movie. I actually like Scary Movie more than I did like Scream. But no, I don't have any. I'm not big on Halloween. Thanksgiving
No.
and Christmas, yeah, but Halloween it's like
Not
okay.
Halloween,
How
huh?
about
Wow.
what did you do last summer with what's her name? She's
Last
spinning around. "Hey, what do you want from me? What do you want? Jennifer Love
summer?
Hewitt. Remember, there's that scene.
Yeah.
What you did last summer? She was just spinning around.
Oh, I didn't see that
What
either.
do you want from me? What
I was
do you
actually
want?"
thinking of Scary Movie where they also made fun of it,
Yeah.
where she's like twirling. What do
Yeah,
you
she's
want?
right. You know,
I
the funny
forgot
thing
about
is,
that scene.
the person who made that scene, who suggested that scene, was like a little kid. It was a little kid, and I think
really?
the kid won like a contest or something to be on the set, and they asked her like, "Hey,
Of Scary Movie?
Oh, if I know what you did
No,
last summer.
I know what you did last summer."
Oh,
And
okay.
she was like,
that's
"You know what'd be
worse.
cool?" She's like, and
little
they asked her
child.
like, what would you want the scene to look like? And she did it. She's like, it would be really cool if she did the spun around to the, what do you want? What do you want from me? So they were like,
What
Wow.
What director is like, all right, kid, you won the sweepstakes?
What family is okay with
Is
sending
this
their
Abrams?
son to go to film?
Is
Yeah,
J.J.
what the
Abrams?
hell?
Yeah, it's
He's like,
weird.
oh, here's little teammate. He's 5 years old and he's gonna be a co-producer for the next Rob Zombie movie.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez,
Or seven.
Yeah, no, yeah. Rob
He's
Zombie's
grown up to a grown ass director, be like, hey, jackass, this 6-year-old's your boss for the next 10 seconds. Do whatever she says.
Right.
All right, we'll see you later.
Yeah, goodbye. It's kind of Rob Zombie's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm like, geez, that was some fucked up shit. I'm like, this is a really, really. Rob Zombie has some grotesque shit, but
His grotesque thing is just his movies. I find them annoying because it's like
over the top.
screaming for a
You know what I find
whole
most annoying about
movie.
Rob Zombie's
just screaming,
movies?
screaming.
What's
Yeah.
that?
He puts his wife in everything. Like
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sherry
he
Moon.
does.
Sherry Moon
Yeah.
Zombie. Like
Yeah.
she's in every damn thing. And she's I
not
think
a
she's
good
only
actress either.
yeah, she's only there because she's banging the
Yeah.
director. So that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Wow.
Like I know he's a huge horror film buff
Yeah.
because in his movie he'll throw in references to other movies,
Mm-hmm.
like obscure, movies that no one's ever heard of.
All right.
Mhm.
So I respect that, but again, I just wish he had a more
A better
gentler
story.
touch to the subject. Like
You
not
know what
have
his
everyone
next,
just screaming their brains off.
You know what his next project is?
What?
What?
Rob Zombie. He's in mid production right now. He's doing the live action adaptation of live action TV show, The Munsters. You remember The Munsters? Black and white?
Yeah. I
He's a
saw
big-
a clip of that. Or,
Yeah, he's a big
photo
fan of The
that.
Munsters. Yeah, so
Oh,
he's
yeah,
been leaking
Dracula.
stuff.
Nice.
And of course, Sherry Moon Zombie is playing the mom.
Of course.
Yeah, but Jeff Daniels is playing Herman Munster.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
what he
kinda- I
named
can-
his thing Dragula after the car.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The name of that thing.
We'll see.
It was cool. But yeah, what about favorite childhood costumes? You guys have any of those?
Hmm.
Oh,
I'm gonna
What
say
about-
for me, Ninja Turtle. It was a Ninja Turtle plastic cheap face mask and a
Yes.
Yes.
cheap plastic
Yes.
brittle as hell shell with
Shell.
a strap. And that was it. That was the outfit. And I wore a t-shirt, and my mom made me wear winter coat, and that was me. That was the
Yep.
Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle. Yep. With the little onesie, like cloth, Ninja
Yep.
Turtle suit printed.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, but see, the thing is, like, we're coming from a different generation. Ninja Turtles back in the day, when we were kids, that was like the coolest shit ever.
that was dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody and their mother were Ninja Turtles. So yeah, Ninja Turtles that was my go-to as a kid.
I remember 3. I was Leonardo the Turtle. I was Ninja. And I was Dracula. That's all I remember.
No, you
That's
were
true.
April O'Neil.
Heck no.
I thought you would have said Fortnite character. You were a Fortnite
the
character.
heck?
Yeah, that was this coming week is gonna be the Fortnite.
Yeah,
he's
trick-or-treating.
trick-or-treating.
No.
Hey, don't let them talk about you like that. If you
No.
want to be a Fortnite character, you will be Fortnite Steve or whatever his name is. Then you be Fortnite Steve.
None of us know any names of any Fortnite characters.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
I mean, I know a few.
Fortnite character.
Of course you do.
Batman, Superman,
shut
Mandalorian. I mean, they're in there, so.
Shut
Are
up.
For those wondering, I do play Fortnite in a
Of
group
course
with
you do.
groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course
He
you
does.
do.
He
Well,
does.
think about it like
Yeah.
this: when the lockdown happened and people have other systems than you,
Mhm.
but there's one game that's cross-platform, that's the
Mhm.
go-to. So
Mm.
you got to do what you got to do.
Got to go where the kids are, right? All right,
No.
cool. All
Yeah,
right.
that's
cool.
That's
That's
what
cool.
many repressive governments have said.
Interesting.
Man. No, all right. What about favorite candy?
Oh, candy
Favorite
corn.
candy? That's a
Halloween
good question.
Candy corn.
Well, no.
Candy corn.
Candy
You know what,
corn.
Ed, are you
What the
serious
f-
about candy corn?
What the
Yes.
fuck?
You and me,
Wait,
brother.
favorite
What
Halloween?
are you? What
Everyone
are you?
hates candy corn. I like
love
candy
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 corn is
corn.
so
I like
disgusting.
candy corn.
I love
Oh,
candy corn.
This is like straight
Candy corn's
color,
gross.
Ed's the only
colored
person I've
sugar.
met that likes candy corn. And
Candy
you know what?
corn
Good.
is
Good for
candy
you.
corn is lame. All right,
What?
if you
Good for you.
if you got candy corn in your bag, you threw it out,
Yeah.
No, I mean,
or it
no.
was oh yeah,
I ate that
all right,
shit.
fine. Nobody threw it out,
I
but
scarfed
I'm
it
just
up.
saying this is the stuff that gets left over at the end of your
Mm.
couple days of gorging on candy.
No, it's gone. the
Candy
same day.
corn, Tootsie Rolls.
Yes.
Oh, I love Tootsie Rolls.
What else is at the bottom of your bags, guys? Those little
Twizzlers.
necklace.
Oh, what?
You ever get
Oh,
those
those
bracelets?
chalky things?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I didn't
chalky.
Yeah,
like
the
those.
the
Yeah, I don't like
chalky.
those, yeah.
Yeah, that's garbage.
horrible.
I'll agree with you.
What else is at the Mr. Good Bar?
Those are
Mr.
Mr.
Good
Good.
Bar.
I mean, I like a good
It's
Mr. Bar.
it's a. I like it as an adult, but as a child, I remember disliking it.
If we're
It's
talking
just
about as
a,
kids, yes. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
as
Well,
kids,
I mean,
but as kids, there was nothing that I didn't like. I eat everything. I
You know which
no,
one I
but there was a
hated?
pecking. There's a pecking order.
There was
too.
a pecking order.
When you dumped your candy out, the good stuff you immediately
let's-
started to separate.
Can we talk about the good stuff first, and then we can
Okay,
like,
all
filter?
right. Well, we all
Or no,
know the
we-
good
yeah.
stuff. Though.
Number one.
Candy corn.
Number one.
Candy corn.
Are you too crazy?
No.
No,
Or-
it's good.
yeah, it's good. Or you
Creamcast, what's
crazy
going on
ones.
here?
Hello.
Candy corn is good.
Hello. Yes. Is this the FBI? I read for two communists. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Two sickos.
They did
Candy
say
corn.
they did say they like
I don't
candy
give a
corn.
shit. Me and you, Ed.
Candy corn for life.
Me and you find out.
Sure.
You're the only
So wait,
person
wait, wait,
I
wait,
know
wait,
that
wait.
likes candy corn.
I'm okay with you. When you said you liked candy corn, I was like, okay, that's weird, but okay, you like candy corn. We just said, what's your number one pull out of the bag? You're still telling me candy corn?
No,
Yes.
it's not my number one. It's not my number
Halloween
one, but I
candy
do.
for me,
I
yes.
do like me some candy corn.
Okay,
Ed
then-
Underground, you are out of your mind. Mute your mic immediately.
No, for Halloween, candy corn is my go-to. I mean, I'll eat candy
Good
corn out of
God.
Halloween.
What happened?
was-
Who
when I was
touched
young,
you?
there was
Do you know
nothing
this?
better than
What?
finding a Snickers bar when I was a kid.
No.
Okay,
no,
all
no,
right,
no.
let's
Full
get
size
it-
Snickers
let's-
bar.
Oh,
We
full
can
size,
get-
yes.
There you go. Full size bars
But-
is the answer.
But
Full-size
the number
bars.
one candy, as a kid,
Don't say black liquor.
That
Can we say it
anybody-
together? Because I think I'm on the same page with you.
okay,
As a
let's say,
kid.
all right, let's do it in one,
So outside of Halloween.
2,
Well, let
3.
these two losers do it.
Reese's peanut butter
cups.
cup.
There you
My
go.
man.
Wait,
Oh,
that-
God,
my
so
my
fucking
brother from
gross.
Are you
another mother.
kidding me?
Reese's.
Yeah, you
I
guys.
hate
Reese's
Reese's.
peanut butter cups.
I
Yes.
hate
It's
them.
the greatest.
My wife loves them. I hate them.
I like Reese's peanut butter cups.
If
You
you,
can go to
looked in
fuck.
your bag and you had a Reese's peanut butter cup, especially
Oh.
if you got a full one with 3 of them in there, yo, that was jackpot. I don't need throw the rest of the candy.
Oh, okay, okay. Creamcast.
Gross.
Did you do this? Did you do
Gross.
this? Did you go back to the house that gave you the Reese's peanut butter cups on your way back?
Absolutely, you will go
Yep.
back
Ugh.
just in case that
I
house wasn't
I
good.
marked it. I geotagged
Yeah.
that.
So gross. So
well,
gross.
how we geotagged back in the day, we actually had to bust out a map. Or
Yeah.
It's like
we had to go on
somebody
MapQuest.
grabs peanut butter and a handful of sand and mixes
Wow.
it together and puts it inside a chocolate cup.
You're out of
It's
your
so
mind.
fucking
You're
gross.
out of your mind. This is
It's so
crazy
gross.
town.
Yeah,
I know you
But-
guys like sandy ass, dry ass peanut butter.
I
in
do,
those shitty
but that
cups.
doesn't mean anything.
It's so gross.
Hey, can continue. No, let's be fair. Dark
Okay.
side. Let's be fair. Okay, so Green Tarian, tell us how you like Snickers bars over Reese's cups and how you're wrong. Go ahead.
Oh what?
Tell us how you like Snickers bars over Reese's cups and how you're
Oh
wrong.
yeah. You got
And how you're
caramel,
wrong.
You got peanuts. You got chocolate. You got everything. You don't have some shitty, dry ass, pasty, crummy, nasty fucking version of peanut butter that's
But
just
it's
made for
but it's in
Reese's.
cup form.
It's in
Do you
cup
understand
form.
that?
You
form, yeah.
are literally
You can also
eating
take
a brown
a
penis.
dump into a cup form,
You talking
Wow.
about-
and it's
what are you talking
still,
about?
you know,
You're literally eating a turd. You're eating a
What?
turd, a long, elongated turd, or a skinny
and you
penis
guys
you're
are
putting in your
What
mouth.
the heck?
turds
You would
in
eat-
the
you
form
get it.
of
We
a
get it.
cup.
You like putting
Alright.
Yes,
long,
I know. Yeah,
brown
You
things
like-
in your mouth.
you might as well just go out into your.
Are we talking
backyard
about
and
what
start
Ed
fucking
Underground
just
does for
tooling
money,
under
or-
the ground.
No, I see.
Dark Side's
people-
like, yes. He's like, man, I just see bucks. I just see money flying out of this
Dang.
jacket. Jackpot.
I like
All
both
right, so-
Reese's and was it the Snickers? Whatever we said
Snickers,
So, what's
yeah.
your favorite number one? Ed?
of all
What's your-
time.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
I
get
guess.
one.
You can't say candy corn because I like
No,
it too.
no,
I
no.
love
I like
candy corn,
candy
but it's not
corn,
my number one.
But it's not my number one. No, it's not.
Okay, so we said
Okay.
number one. You said start with your number one.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Halloween.
Yes, Halloween.
Yes,
Are you a
Halloween.
communist child? Where did you grow up? What is happening here?
I grew up in Soviet
If we're talking about
Russia.
number one Halloween candy
Yes.
corn. If we're talking about
No,
outside
no,
of
no, no,
Halloween,
no,
it's something
okay.
else.
I'll just think.
I know how Ed's brain works.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
First off, you gotta realize he's a moron. So he's thinking
I
that
am no moron.
he's trying to. He's thinking of candies that.
in
Is
Halloween.
there,
synonymous
is, there,
with
is there an air
Halloween.
valve on that mask you
I
need
mean,
to
that's
hit
what
or
I'm
something?
saying.
Did I say anything
No.
wrong?
So,
I said
Ed, when
Halloween.
you went trick or treating and
Yes.
you had a bag full of candy, which one was your favorite candy in that bag?
Favorite candy? I don't know. Out of the bag, I don't know. Can't think of a favorite candy.
He's
But,
a
I
communist.
One-
Get on the phone with the FBI. We got a
Hershey's.
spy in our midst.
Hershey's.
got 'em. We got 'em.
Hershey's?
Almond Joy.
I'm actually not a big
Um,
fan of Hershey's.
Butterfinger.
Hello?
Butterfingers?
Uh,
Nah.
Hey, Chris Hansen.
Three Musketeers.
Is this, yo, we found
nah.
a predator. We found a
Turtles.
predator here.
Turtles.
Which one?
Those turtles.
Chocolate turtles.
Turtles?
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
Chocolate
good.
Turtles?
Turtles are great, but kids don't get turtles.
I've gotten turtles before.
but Ed, come on, like, Ed, see,
Yeah,
Ed,
but not many people gave out turtles.
No,
Turtles.
no. Yeah, that's a fake answer.
yeah, that's a
No,
weird.
I've
answer.
got 'em.
Turtles. I like turtles too, but that's you got.
I've got
back in the-
like
back in-
one little pack, just one little turtle.
Yeah, that was
between
not
the pack.
common back in the day.
Yeah,
I've
That was
got
not
never
common. Okay, from trick or treating. That was your.
Well, you gotta remember,
Yeah.
like the last time I trick or treated was when I was 11. So
Okay, but
I know,
Ed,
but-
you go
So
to grocery
were we.
stores. Okay, you go to grocery stores, right? You know how they sell like the Halloween themed big bags of candy. Those big bags of candy are not meant for one person. They're meant for trick or treating.
I get
for
that.
parties. So you know they
Yes,
have
yeah.
like nerds in there. They might have Twizzlers, Reese's, Snickers. They might have what's those chocolate balls?
Waffles or
Whoppers.
wavers.
Whoppers.
Whoppers.
stuff like
Whoppers.
that in there. They don't
But,
have
oh.
in there turtle. Like, hey, you want some pecan turtles in there? Like,
But all those candies you mentioned, I like those.
I know. So
But
which one's
my
your favorite?
one? I don't know, I can't really think of a favorite one.
Wow. Okay.
Anyways,
Anyways.
What kind
yeah.
of childhood did you have? Were you
I know. I'm
Pretty
just saying,
candy.
like, what happened?
What did
What
they
happened?
do
My
to you?
parents
Can
died
you-
in the alley. Okay.
Even Batman has a favorite chocolate bar, at least.
Yeah.
I bet you it's candy corn.
I don't think it is. I
I
think,
don't think it is.
yeah,
don't think it
even,
is.
it's okay if you say you like
Okay,
candy
fine.
corn.
Your
I think
top
it's weird,
three.
but
What are your top three? That should make it easier.
yeah, don't only
Top
choose the top
three?
one. Don't only choose the top one. Don't no
Top
particular order. Just say
No particular order. Okay.
Yes.
Reese's
particular
cups. Reese's cups.
Piece of shit.
embrace the sand.
Embrace the what?
The sand.
Embrace the sand.
Sand.
Mm.
It's
Sand.
Sand. Sand.
Oh, sand.
it's a reference to a joke we made a few seconds ago.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of something else when.
Don't
Don't worry about it. You wouldn't know about it.
No, I remember what you were
giving
saying.
it too much credit.
It doesn't taste like sand to me. Let's see. Candy corn, Reese's cups, and anything strawberry. I can't think of something that's strawberry. My favorite flavor is strawberry. Yeah.
Strawberry
You mean like
nerds.
those little hard candies that they gave you that have the
Strawberries on the
wrapping?
outside. Yeah. That old ladies used to give you.
Oh, I do like
Yeah,
those.
Really, those were on my bottom of the.
I like
those I
those.
would leave at the end where I had no other candy left
Yeah.
to eat.
But no, I'm
'Cause it's
saying like
generic.
anything that's strawberry flavored. Like my favorite flavor is strawberry.
Condoms.
What?
It's like I gotta lick the flavor off of.
No.
It's like I can't stop. Okay, so you gave us your top three candies. Now
This
you
is
have-
like the
Lemon
list of an.
Spencer said.
This is the list of like an alien from like. This is a scene from Coneheads. You guys ever seen Coneheads?
No, this is-
The
this
movie
is-
where they're like
It's trying to
aliens and they
assimilate.
don't know how. Yeah, they don't know how to assimilate. They're like, I like sugar. And,
But the problem, no, the thing is that okay. So now it's like pulling teeth. Now you have three candy bars or three candies that you like. You like Reese's. What was the second one?
Candy corn.
Candy
Good
corn.
Lord.
And strawberries.
Anything
Strawberry.
strawberry.
A very wide
You're very white.
variety.
Now you only have three things. Now you only have three things to choose from. Ed, now order those three of what you would like to see in your bag, by top priority to least priority.
Strawberry top priority. Reese's Cups second. Candy corn third.
still
Jeez.
doesn't answer anything. Strawberry
it doesn't.
one, like
It
Is
answers
there
a
anything,
lot.
is there anything
It
strawberry?
could be-
That's
Is
a
there
lot.
anything
It could be
strawberry for?
strawberry Whoppers. It could be a strawberry
they
Kit
make
Kat
strawberry
bars.
whoppers.
I think they do. I'm not sure.
They may.
I have never seen a strawberry Whopper in my life. You are an alien in disguise. What are you talking about?
It's like it's funny. It's like somebody like prove to us you're not an alien. Strawberry waffers. Like
Strawberry
got he's gone.
I like
Take 'em out.
cucumbers.
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
I hate.
You know those.
I actually hate
cucumbers.
cucumbers.
All right. Okay.
All right, but
Weird. All right. Anyways, we're going on your top candies. Yeah, Reese's would be on the top there.
Yeah.
I like Jolly Ranchers when I got Jolly Ranchers in there.
Yes,
You
Jolly
guys like
Ranchers.
those?
All
No,
right.
For some reason, I always preferred the chocolate type more
I
than
do
the hard
too.
candy.
Well, he got me started on when he started saying strawberry. I was thinking in my mind strawberry. Then I was thinking like anything fruity would be like the green apple Jolly Rancher, which I would love.
Fruit
Yeah.
roll-ups. I like those.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah,
those
fruit
very
rolls, I
rare.
guess you get those
I've
rare.
had
Yeah.
those since high
Rare,
school.
rare.
Those were rare, yeah.
Right in the same
Now-
level as turtles.
Oh, I like to.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Ed went into like some gated community where they
Yeah,
were handing out
okay, thank
turtles
you.
and
Thank you.
Eclairs.
there's so much
Yeah.
things, like,
What
they
are those
have,
little
like, a-
golden
Ferrero
Ferrero
Rocher.
Rocher?
Ferrero
Ferrero
Rocher.
Rocher. Yeah, where's Ed going? Where he's getting all these like
Now, to be
turtles
fair,
and stuff.
I did have at one time. I did have a church treat, but this is when I was older. They did give out Ferrero Rocher, but they gave out like one, so they got like a package of it and giving out one. But I think it was part of a mix. It wasn't like I don't think they were literally giving them out. I think from what I remember, it was like a big bundle, and like you got lucky if you got the Ferrero Rocher. But I mean, it's
Well,
super
I think
rare.
as a kid I didn't like them because I thought they were like they were some gross adult candy. For some reason, in my mind, I never liked it till I got a little older. Obviously, they didn't measure up to your Reese's bar or your Hershey bar, but
No.
so I could see that popping in there. All right, okay, so we got some good ones and some weird ones, weird choices. Candy corn, I still don't understand.
I'm actually
you
looking
guys
this
like
up right
candy
now. Strawberry Whoppers.
Ooh.
Let's see.
There is no strawberry Whopper.
There,
can't
I
be.
think there is. There is. There has to be. At least back then it was.
Back
I mean,
then,
there's
was
different flavors of Kit Kat bars that are
Wow.
really in America.
Ed is not lying. There are strawberry milkshake Whoppers. That
Okay,
came out.
but
They came out
there's-
yesterday. They came out this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
He's a liar.
okay,
He's a
okay.
straight up liar.
Okay.
He's
I've
Okay.
had them before.
It says in 2006, a strawberry milkshake flavor Whopper and a peanut butter flavor was later discontinued. Hershey also launched limited edition flavors, including Easter like vanilla, orange cream, and blueberry. So it seems like they are discontinued at the moment. Let me see.
I've had 'em.
Walmart. Let me see.
no one is saying you haven't had them, but I'm just saying that you haven't. When you were a kid trick or treating, you never got strawberry milkshake Whoppers.
I've had them before.
Again, this is like lawyer talk. As a child, you had strawberry milkshake Whoppers.
As a child, I can't
Yeah.
recall.
Okay, there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you haven't had them. Your lawyer talk here.
We're
I'm
talking
just
about-
saying.
Not testifying in some
I know he's
trial.
such a weasel.
We-
Jesus.
You
I'm no
have to
weasel.
cross-examine Ed.
I've had
Ugh.
them and they're good. And I'll
I'm
still
sure they're
continue to have
good.
them. With candy
Look, I
corn.
can never trust you anymore.
Yeah, this is the same guy to be like, yeah, I watched the
Weird.
entire series. You're like, oh yeah, what do you think about episode 3? I didn't watch it though. I skipped it. I only watched one episode of the entire series, but I watched the series though. Can't trust this guy. Jeez.
What?
I'm talking about how
Yeah,
you.
And do,
series
do
that
you
I've
like
watched
in
entirely.
when it comes to Valentine's Day candies? Do you like the little chalky carts?
Ugh.
No. I mean, I'll eat
Okay.
it, but it's not like a go-to thing. Like, no.
Yeah, that was another test. That was
You
another
know what?
test.
There's to give Ed credit.
Some of
I'm
it's
really-
nasty. Some of it's
Some of
good.
it, yeah, most all of them are. They're all the
All
same
All the
flavor.
chalky hearts are nasty.
Yeah, they're all the same flavor.
They're all nasty.
You know what's really good back in the day? Remember those like kind of like there were strawberry like milk lifesavers. They're like
Yes, the cream savers.
cream savers.
Oh,
Those
cream
are-
savers!
good.
Yeah,
Those
there
are
was
coming
strawberry.
back.
Yeah,
They're coming back, son.
They're coming back? Yeah, those were
Hell
really
yeah.
good back in the
Yeah,
I
day.
look
can't
that
recall
up
having
again.
those.
So good.
Remember those cream savers?
I
Yeah, cream
can't
saver.
recall.
But he remembers
you
the
were
milkshake
up in your
whoppers.
fancy neighborhood.
Yeah,
Getting
no.
another Rocher.
yeah.
Huh?
They were giving cars to kids. like, yeah, trick or treat, guys. Which car do you want? Oh, you want the Maserati today? Oh, that's nice. Congratulations. Merry Christmas.
Turtles
Happy
for everyone.
Halloween.
Turtles for everyone.
Turtles. You got a lifetime supply of Ferrero Rocher in your brand new Porsche.
Yeah.
Wow.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Here's individually wrapped Fannie Mae candies because we're millionaires. What the fuck?
Like, hey guys, we wrapped up a trust fund for you. Happy Halloween.
Have some stock.
Yeah, have those stocks, guys. Oh, heard that Dogecoin's
So
going
worst
to the moon.
worst trick or treat treats. I'm gonna say candy corn falls in that, but
Yep.
I've gotten
Black
Uh,
licorice.
ooh, okay,
Black
yeah,
licorice
that's
pretty bad.
I'm not a
Yes,
fan.
that-
I like
not a
licorice,
fan.
but black
Not a
licorice
fan.
is pretty strong.
I've gotten toothbrush and toothpaste to that one house that gives you like toothbrush and toothpaste.
Yes.
Mhm.
What?
The worst.
Yeah.
Worst
I've had
stuff.
that. I've
Like,
had
why
that before.
even hand anything out?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just turn off your lights and just don't even participate.
But by far, my favorite, my sister and I, when we were trick or treating, we discovered this one house with this one lady who was clearly overworked. We always knocked on her door, and it was kind of like out of the way, so like not a lot of trick or treaters would go there. We knocked on her door, and I remember the first time when I was a kid, she just got home from work, and she was like, "Oh, how cute! You're adorable!" And she looked around, and she straight up gave us like $20 each.
Whoa.
Nice.
We hit
And
we
you
hit
talking
up
about
that
me with the turtles.
we hit up that house every damn year.
You talking about me with the turtles. And you're over here
Huh?
walking across the street to some
Yeah,
lady
but
who's giving out
okay, yeah,
20
but you're talking about
bucks.
You're
a
talking about
person.
turtles like it's a regular thing. This
He says
$20
unicorn.
trick or treat is. I'll be telling my grandchildren about the $20
How much
trick or
are- How
treat.
much are turtles? Like what? $2 for a pack?
$2.
No, I
Oh,
know,
no.
but here's the thing. And you made it seem like turtles is something everyone gets in their
Yeah,
basket.
like you're dumping out of your bag.
All I'm saying is I got it before.
What Dark
With the
Side is
one little
saying is
pack.
that this basically
He gets
is
20
like
bucks.
Krumka said. No. Like Krumka, it's a unicorn. It's something that is rare.
Rare.
That's the difference.
Okay.
In either case, so worst candy by far is candy corn for
Candy
me
corn.
and Dark Side.
Shove it up your ass.
Yeah, that's where candy corn comes out of. That's exactly where you eat it.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
might as well just fart in your mouth, and guess what? You tasting that's candy corn.
Candy corn is the leftover candies from the previous Halloween. That's
Yeah,
what candy
that's all
corn
it
is.
is.
Is
It's
all it
horrible.
is. Yeah.
Good.
No, you know what really was bad candy? It
Uh.
was like the clear wrapper, like no brand, circular candy that came in different colors. Like
yeah.
green,
Yeah.
red.
Yeah.
And it was like a translucent, shitty wrapper.
It's
And
a-
obviously, I would eat it eventually because I had no more candy left. But when you would pull the wrapper, it would basically be sticky.
stick to the
Because
right.
somehow
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
candy was melting.
Melting.
Yeah.
The thing. Ugh,
That's
that
the
was
candy.
the worst candy. I
That's
think.
the candy that you swore, and when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure there were party drugs that people just didn't use, like discarded party drugs. Like, yeah, just give it to the kids. They won't know. They'll just sit as soon as the sugar high. Yeah, those. Remember, like back in the day, like how like paranoid our parents were. I don't know if this happened.
Oh, with
like,
blades and
with
things.
blades and
Drugs
so
and
forth.
Yeah.
And like I've never heard like, I mean, me in my circle of people, I never heard of anybody getting like blades in their.
Well, this was
candy.
before our time when they would give out apples to kids,
Oh, yeah,
and they
sure.
put razor blades in somebody, or that was the urban myth. I don't know if it actually
I think
happened.
this
It's an
was
urban
like
myth.
it happened at our time.
Well, I think that it's an urban myth where everybody knows
It's-
somebody who knows
yeah.
somebody who it happened to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's more of an urban myth. I think it
It's
only
an urban
happened
myth.
once,
Yeah.
and then it blew out of proportion because it's such a weird thing that people just kept spreading the word.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because
Because I think that there's stories in like the 70s and 80s of moms taking bags of candy to the hospitals to get x-rayed. Remember that? I remember hearing about these stories.
Healthier.
Yeah. Radiation.
Yeah, you see
You're
like the
putting
radio.
radiation in your kid's candy.
Yeah.
It's-
As
you
you
know-
sit in a smoke-filled room coughing.
Yeah, yeah, and but you know the radiologist be like, all right, put that candy right there. Stay with the candy. I'm gonna hide behind this door over here, and I'm gonna run the test.
Wearing a lead vest.
Yeah, let me go
Nice.
ahead and nuke this candy. Make sure it's safe for you to consume. Don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Machine's running. You just see like the skull outline of the kids and the mom, just as the machine is scanning the candy.
The mom's pregnant.
But that was back in the day when you could smoke inside. You could smoke inside
Yeah,
the
you can
room.
smoke anywhere.
Yeah, it's
That's
like man,
true.
smoke.
Hey, nobody knew better.
Yeah, like
Good old
secondhand
days.
smoke actually, makes your lungs stronger. That's why you're coughing.
That's how you weed out the weak.
Yeah,
You just let 'em
exactly.
die. The
Natural
strong ones
selection.
survive.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I think for like candy, I remember what I used to do. Like my parents sometimes they did very rarely. They would replace our candy with candy they bought. Like we would go trick or treating and enjoy the trick or treating process, but
Yeah.
to be safe, I will have my own
Oh.
candy. They'll give me
Okay.
Oh,
candy
wow.
that they bought. And then the candy that they had, like they would like inspect it first, and that candy will last us for like the rest of the year and so forth, like what they deem safe. But yeah, I would have candy ourselves. And a lot of times, because the reason why we had so much candy was mostly because we didn't have a lot of trick or treaters in our area, so they would have leftover candy. So I would just have that instead. That's just like more of a safety precaution, and then like I said, for my parents to be able to check out the candy ahead of us. So
My parents were immigrants. This whole process to them was completely foreign, so they wouldn't even know there was a threat to children with candy.
wow.
But interesting. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so Halloween, man. Halloween's a crazy.
But can we
time.
say by far the best treat you can get is $20?
It's
Yes.
by far, yes. As a
Yeah,
kid, especially as a
sure.
kid.
I never got $20, but I would have
Oh,
loved it as
also,
a kid.
also comes to mind. You guys ever get those McDonald's coupons?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember
I
The
did
no?
little
that.
coupon booklet.
Yeah,
The coupon
Yeah.
booklet,
yeah, a little booklet for like fries or
Yeah.
a cone or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's pretty common for human children.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I hated
Wow.
those too.
At Underground
Because
shaking his
now
head.
the
And it's like boop beep beep boop.
no, I
Yes.
hated those because now they're putting the work on me. Now I have to go to McDonald's and get my
Yeah.
own treat instead
Yep.
of this lazy ass just giving me a candy bar.
But as a
You know what I
kid,
mean,
like McDonald's was like the shit. Like yo,
Mhm.
can I
It-
go
it
to
was a
McDonald's?
shit, but imagine you going up to a house waiting to get some candy in your basket, and this motherfucker just gives you a booklet, a coupon code.
Coupon
Yeah,
booklet.
exactly.
Probably something he got.
I don't
isn't
know.
exactly-
Yeah, I mean, it was not too common to get the McDonald's booklet, but for
It
me,
wasn't common, but I
No.
hated it when it happened.
I don't know. It was a treat because it was kind of like all my friends were like, "Oh, you got the McDonald's thing." Like it was a kind of a known cool thing.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, I'm sure parents were like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a pain in the
Nah.
ass to like, now we gotta schlep over to McDonald's.
Yeah,
Yeah, now I gotta go to McDonald's and buy this little shit Happy Meal with an extra fry or something like that.
Yeah.
I was planning them to give them leftover spaghetti, but now,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah.
I take Timmy, get to McDonald's now.
exactly.
Turner.
You could go enjoy some
Alright.
playtime in that, fungus infested play place that they never cleaned.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but hey, you know what?
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, you dove head first into them balls every single time.
You did, you
Yeah.
did. I mean, I think back on all the times like we did stuff and we touched stuff. Like remember you go to Sears or something and you played with the Nintendo
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many kids like wipe their snotty hands all over?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about all this like how the hell would
No,
we didn't even think twice about any of this stuff.
That's
No,
how you
we
grow up
didn't.
strong.
And then, yeah, that's how we have a good
we
immune
did,
systems.
we did, we did.
You know, these damn kids nowadays, they don't understand. You don't understand all the shit we had to go through,
Mhm.
And yeah, back on the WalMarts, the Targets,
Sears.
Value Sears, the Value. What was that? What was the other place called? Circuit Cities and
Oh,
all
Circuit
those little,
Circuit Cities.
touching all
What
them.
kid?
damn-
What kids are going to Circuit City? I
That's
remember
what
that
us.
being boring
Yeah.
as heck.
I'm talking about us as kids.
Oh yeah, okay,
Like,
yeah.
our parents would go like, "Hey, I'm gonna get a new Walkman, whatever." So you go to Circuit City and they have like a video games section. You go play there with
All
other
right, yeah.
kids. And same thing.
Or
yeah.
the greatest of all, Toys R Us.
Toys R Us was
Yeah.
like that's the thing about Toys R Us that really
Toys
sucked.
R Us was fancy though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I'll be
what's
honest
the
with you.
birthday?
I'm right
Time.
there. No, Toys R Us. My dad wouldn't even acknowledge that the Toys R Us was there.
Price. The
Yeah.
price, yeah.
Yeah,
They didn't have Walmart prices. Let me tell you
No, they
that.
didn't.
no,
No.
they're Toys R Us priced.
But things were
I
more
remember-
expensive back then.
I remember when I was 6,
Yeah.
my dad took me to, I think it was Sears, and they had like a section of Sega Genesis and Nintendo Entertainment System,
Hmm
like stacked areas. It was like all decked out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
what?
I said no. I do remember that.
You wouldn't have because
Yeah.
you weren't born
I
yet.
took you there all the time.
No, yeah, we take there all the time and use to play games.
You weren't born yet.
I'm like,
Just to keep you busy so you wouldn't, bug him.
yeah.
What he was up to
Anyways,
in those
Remember-
days.
remember the leash?
section. What?
He remembers the leash. We still use it.
Yeah, or at least.
Anyways, the section was like all decked out. They have posters and like cutout advertisements for the Genesis and Nintendo Entertainment System. And it was super
Those were the
cool.
days.
They even had the
Those were the
robot too.
days.
I think it was the Nintendo robot.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
stupid
that
one. The
was
one
there
that was
too.
grabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was all
Only pick
decked
up the
out.
discs.
Mhm.
Yeah, it went like this, and I think it shot out like discs and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was all decked out.
Yeah. See, I remember back in the day, my
What's
mom.
his name? Robbie? I don't remember.
Oh,
I
Rob.
think it was
Rob.
Rob.
Was it Rob? Robbie?
Yeah.
Rob? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember back in the day. I remember back in the days of Funko Land, right?
Oh
Like
yeah.
in all those other places.
Yeah, Funko Land, yeah.
My parents used to leave me at Funko Land, like at a strip mall, and they would go shopping wherever else. And I would just sit there for like an hour, literally just playing video games and looking around at video games, knowing damn well I couldn't afford any of them. My parents weren't going to buy any of them shits for me. But Super Nintendo games back in the day were like $60, $70. Like,
Yes.
they were stupid
Yes.
expensive. So, like,
Games have gotten cheaper.
yeah, games have
Believe it
gotten
or
cheaper.
not.
People don't remember that, but yeah, games have actually gotten cheaper overall and much better quality. But yeah, so you used to drop me off at Funko Land or wherever other store there was at the time, and sit there and play video games all damn day. And then my mom would run out. She would go shopping at the next store over. And she'd be like, "Boy, don't leave the store. I'm gonna find you here. Or if you're gonna leave the store, you come straight to the store and you find me." But yeah, man, good times, man.
I remember when I did that. Yeah, I told you all those things. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's definitely another alien answer.
Yeah,
exactly.
right?
What is
Oh
up
my
with this?
God.
He's playing into it really hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really good
he's
at
basically K-Pax.
I know. It's like I too had that experience.
this. Yeah.
You fellow human.
Fellow human. Oh, what up, fellow humans? I used to go to the Funko Land as well.
I like the Funko.
Yeah. Like, where on the geographical map is that land? I would love to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy times. All right, guys. Well,
sure.
Yeah.
oh shit.
That's
One
a good
thing.
podcast.
Yeah, one thing. Oh, one thing we forgot to talk about. It's kind of a small thing. We're running almost 2 hours now, so really quick. Something we had talked about right before the podcast. What'd you guys think about the Uncharted trailer?
Yes.
You guys want to say that for the next podcast?
I mean, I don't
What's
have
our
a ton
time?
to say. We can talk about it real quick. I mean, I don't think
I
we can-
haven't watched it, so you guys can discuss. That's fine.
Oh, well, I mean, who's like I know Creamcast. You've played all the Uncharted games, right?
Yes. I'll play most
So
of
have
them.
I.
Yeah.
Yeah. At Underground, I know
I have
you
not
don't even
played
know
the
what that
games,
is.
but
Right.
I know
I've
what it
only
is. I've seen the trailer.
Played like the first couple of games.
Okay, well, there's 4 main games
Yeah.
really, and
Okay.
then 1 side game. But yeah, generally, it looks okay. I think we talked about this a little bit in our group chat. It looks just like all these other video game adaptations that come out. I am of a mind for a long time that it's unnecessary. You don't need to make this movie because the original games are shot like films. They're acted and performed by like great actors and great performances and direction and cinematography. It's already film. You can't possibly top it. So Tom Holland as a young Nathan Drake, sure. And then I've never could picture what's his name is Sully, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark
Mark
Wahlberg,
Wahlberg.
yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
not.
he doesn't even have the mustache, which is the
Yeah.
biggest insult. Get me that mustache at least to like soften the blow. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to much. I'm a big fan of the game series, but this does nothing for me.
Now, I gotta say, as a person who has not played the games, but I've seen the trailer, I would also have to agree with what you were saying, Darkseid. To add on to that, my thought: why would Mark Wahlberg play? What's his name? Scully or something like that?
Sully.
Sully.
Sully. Why is he
He
playing
just,
Sully? Oh, okay. But also, I'm a Tom Holland fan.
Mhm.
But from my perspective, I think they're just putting him in there just to get that Spider-Man money. I really think they could have just had anyone else who was older.
No
play.
way. They're grabbing a mainstream star
Mhm.
in their movie in the hopes to get viewers.
That's
Get
but
outta
What
here.
a crazy concept.
Come on.
The heck?
So,
Do you
like I
think? Do you
said,
think
I haven't
when they
played
were
the
making
game.
John Wick, they were trying to get that Matrix money or that
But
that,
that makes sense.
Bill and Ted's money?
But that's not based off of anything. That's not based off of a previous
assholes.
series. Yeah, but that's not based off of a previous series. Nathan Drake, Uncharted,
Uh huh.
already has a game. We know it exists.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, Nathan is older, correct? Tom Holland.
Oh, he starts younger. Oh, he
He's
starts
much younger.
younger.
Yeah, but there's a flashback in Uncharted 4, which this is drawing a little bit from, where he's
Okay.
a teenager or a little bit of young adult type, and he kind of looks like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
So, and they're trying to, I guess, go for a younger Sully. So, I mean, time-wise, but Tom Holland is not going to grow up one day.
He's
that's
not.
him.
No.
He's
Yeah.
set.
I mean,
that's his adult
Spider-Man-
form.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's my boy. He's my boy. I mean, me and him go way back. But as
Yeah, I
Nathan Drake,
guess.
I don't know.
Okay, well, you're a big fan, so all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's just funny. The only thing I thought funny about, great review the ground, but it was funny
trailer.
that
Oh my
he's
I have seen that trailer.
Yeah, the funny thing is, this is funny to me, is that It was like, he's like, you know what, Darkseid, I agree with everything. I've not played the games or done anything or know anything about the series, but
It's good to
I
have
agree
a
with you.
perspective from someone who hasn't played the games. And like,
Yeah.
okay, so a guy who has not played the games, they
Right.
make this movie for pretty much everyone, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
Right.
you're gonna make this movie for people who
And what
are,
is your but what is your what you can possibly what are you agreeing with me on? You have no context to anything I said. All you could possibly say is the trailer looks cool or not. That's it.
well, I also said that if you're going to go from a previous the games, then why not like use an older Nathan Drake?
Well,
Which
Nathan
I
Drake, but
answered.
Nathan Drake, I mean, he grows up kind of in an Uncharted series, not like drastic, but
Yeah, he
I
does
mean,
grow.
he grows up, and that's the
Yeah,
thing. It's like,
you're not going to expect Tom Holland to like just one day grow.
No, but
Right,
if he can, he's an actor. If he can act the role of Drake, then I mean, it's fine. I mean,
Yeah, I mean-
it is what it is. I've never had an issue with Tom Holland as Drake. I don't think I've ever. My only issue is with the purpose of the film. I don't think
What
the
about
film needs to exist.
Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, he needs a mustache. That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
That's my
yeah,
big gripe there.
He doesn't fit the Sully look. The only thing I will say this, like a movie.
Tom Selleck, was Tom Selleck not available?
Yeah, Tom Selleck. looked
Anyone know what I'm
like-
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
That's Sully.
Sully is supposed to be older, mustache dude, like seasoned,
Yeah.
and Mark
Yeah,
Wahlberg
seasoned.
looks like he looks like the homeboy from down the street. Like,
Yes,
hey,
that's-
like, hey, bro,
that's the
like,
feel I'm
hey,
getting.
man,
Marky Mark.
yeah, Marky Mark,
Yeah.
and he's there's certain actors that
can't
they
believe
can
it.
shave, they can
Just
shave,
the way he talks always.
yeah,
Say hi to your mom for me.
yeah. He always seems like
What's going
exacerbated by what he's saying.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like with Uncharted, I said the only thing I wish that I know we were talking about Nathan Fillion being Drake, and because he has that same swag, same facial structure
And
as Nathan Drake.
You know what? Holy crap! Yeah, that would have been perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
And
casting
that's what I'm
wise.
saying.
He did do a short film as
Nathan
Drake.
Drake. Yep, he did one. And that's
Yep.
the thing, like him as looks wise would have been perfect for
Looks.
looks
way he carries
himself, right?
everything.
It could have been perfect. But the thing is,
He's
is that
just too old at this
he's too
point
old,
to
yeah.
do it.
It's
yeah.
like it's like having Wesley Snipes as Blade. Like, yes, because you have him as Blade, but he might not be able to fit it as well as an immortal vampire, or no, a vampire doesn't age as fast as humans, but he's been through some rough years. But the thing is that ultimately, I was just saying that Tom Holland is a great actor. You don't need the actors to look like the characters, so I'm overall cool with it. It's not a big deal to me. I think what Darkseid and I were talking about earlier was that, and the Underground had a point against it, was that this movie didn't really need to be made per se. Like the Uncharted universe in of itself is very cinematic. Well, that's the whole point. You're supposed to play it, and you're playing this universe. You're playing the action sequences. You're watching it on your PlayStation, and that's really like the gist of it. Is really good from that perspective. Taking that into live action, that's totally fine. But the thing is, for me, I just hope that this movie doesn't turn out to be a lazy adaptation. Like Hollywood sees something like, oh yeah, they have cool action sequences. We just copy those, and then therefore that's the game. And
I mean,
that's the
there's
movie.
There's a difference between adapting, like Mario Brothers, something that has no cinematic qualities, or like Rampage. Remember that movie that
Rampage.
came out? Yeah, Rampage. So like we all played it, and we all in our minds we had to visualize how this is looking out of 8 bits or 16 bits, but Uncharted is a fully realized photorealistic world, like with actors that look up the actors who play the mocap. They're real people, and they look like that. You know what I mean? So like, I don't have to imagine how one day, wouldn't an Uncharted movie look cool? Like when we're kids talking about a Mortal Kombat movie or talking about a Sonic movie, whatever you're into that you're watching. Like the idea of that was so foreign and strange, but now it's like games these days are cinematic in quality, and they're designed from the ground up to be movies you play. You know what I mean? I mean, even look at Quantic Dreams games; they're just movies.
Yeah.
So it's just the idea.
Metal
Look at
Gear.
Metal Gear.
yeah.
Mm.
Case in point.
That's coming out. But that's more of a movie that Metal Gear is cinematic, but it's done in such a way that if they made it off like Metal Gear Solid, that would be really cool because you know you just have the top down. Because the thing is like Uncharted, like what Dark Side was saying, it's literally everything is already done. Like the work has already been done for you. You just can recreate the scene in a Hollywood studio, and then boom, you got it. But with Metal Gear Solid,
in the trailer, the cargo plane sequence
literally
is straight out of Uncharted 3.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Like
almost
he's
shot for
running
shot.
over the. It's shot for shot. It's a great sequence in the game when we were playing it. It's shot for shot. Like you can recognize it right away as that's from the game. So they literally have everything, staging, production, everything's done for them to make this movie. So it just feels like I'm not excited for. I'm a huge Uncharted fan, but it's not something new. You know, I was gonna bring up case in point, the Assassin's Creed movie, which sucked.
Oh god,
You know, it was so horrible.
The storyline has a lot of potential, especially
It does.
for the earlier games. I haven't kept up with it after like Black Flag and so forth, but the earlier Assassin's Creed, where you're building up to realizing that the fraternity is still alive or whatever it's called, is still alive, and they're actually training him to be a real life assassin in a real life, blah blah blah, and that would have been like a really cool concept. They could have did so much with it, but it's just once again, it's just Hollywood is just taking these shortcuts. And it's cool to make live action sequences and so forth, live action movies, but stop taking shortcuts of games that have already that's done the work for you, and then you do it worse than the actual damn game. This is mind blowing. Like, how is that possible? I think the point that we brought up before was Tomb Raider. You know, Tomb Raider, the new one. Literally, there are some action sequences in there that were literally point
pulled out of the
game from
reboot.
from the reboot, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like, I mean, it's cool. Like the first Tomb Raider was an amazing game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then watching the movie, I'm just like, why would I need to watch this movie when I've actually played a lot of these sequences?
You experienced the movie already.
Yeah, I experienced it. So I'm like,
yeah,
it's like it's the opposite of what a lot of things what they did before in the past. Remember, they made a movie and then they made the game after the movie to relive that experience to give you a whole different perspective. Now movie theaters are now movies are they're making the game first, then making the movie afterwards, and then it's just like it's not the same. Really weird.
You know,
I just don't like it.
You know what this could do? So I actually saw the new Tomb Raider movie before playing the new games. So what that actually did for me after seeing the new movie, like, oh, I actually want to play the recent games. So I actually played 1, 2, and 3, and actually enjoyed it.
I played the games before the movie, and I enjoyed the movie. I like the movie.
Yeah,
I've been with that on this one. Well, speaking of cinematic and everything, they're also making Last of Us, right? Is it going to be a show or a movie?
It's an HBO show. Yeah, which it suits it far better than
a movie.
A movie because there's a more to tell, serialized.
Yeah, I really hope that they go outside of the game for that. I really hope that they really, because it's a rich world that you can really explore, kind of like The Walking Dead. Stay with the main storyline, but you can have branching stories that come into it that make it even richer. And I mean, I get Ed's point. Like Ed's point is, I mean, it's still valid for people who don't watch it, who've never played the games and they watch the movie first. Then they were like, okay, this is really cool. Then they play the games after it. That's totally valid. I understand that. But I think most people, I guess most of the fans, I mean, they like Uncharted has been around for a long time. Uncharted, like the new Tomb Raider, is based off of the Uncharted series. The Uncharted series, but the Uncharted series was based off the first Tomb Raider. Initially, they made it much better in the long run. Or actually, from the very beginning, they made it much better than the original Tomb Raiders. So it's kind of like for us, like people who've kept up with the series for all these years. We see the action sequences and we say, hey, they look exactly the same. They're almost shot for shot. It's for us, for us that who've paid attention to the series, it's old. It's old. Or we want more. for people like, Ed and Green Tuner, who are like, hey, we never played the game, we just see the movie, the movie's awesome, now we're going to jump into the game. Oh man, this is really awesome too. I hope you guys really enjoyed that experience that we've come to love over the years. It's just for us who've watched it, we're just like, we want more. We want, we just want more. I think that's what it really comes down to. And I'm still going to watch the Uncharted movie and still be probably, I love it. Just like I did the Tomb Raider movie. I did like it. It was overall pretty good. It's just like, let's see what happens. And hopefully they just don't go the lazy route and just try to recreate shot for shot. So.
All right. Yeah. We'll
All
see.
right.
We'll see. All right.
All
Well,
right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 21 of the Blurred Podcast. You can find us on all major platforms and live on twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast. Have a good one.
Boo you later.
See you later.
Boo you later.
And boo you later. Wow.